Hello everyone and welcome you all to the first chapter of our Canva tutorial. So here in this first chapter, I'll be telling you guys what Canva is and I'll start off with how you can basically download that application from web. If you want to use it in web also, you guys can use it in any web as well. Okay, suppose if you want to use it in Chrome or you want to use it in Microsoft Edge, you guys can use from there as well. Okay, so I'll be telling you guys that and also explaining you guys about the homepage and why it is quite different from any other designing tool in the market. Okay, so any other graphic designing tool, why it is better and why we should use. And basically, this Canva is quite user friendly when we try to use any graphic designing tool. So this is quite user friendly and also you will able to work on with those tools quite easily. Okay, and it will give you such a professional look. And I'll also tell you guys the difference between Canva Pro and also the free version. Okay, so with our first chapter in Canva, let's start the journey of graphic designing tool, Canva. And let's start to build our design quite nice and become an advanced user of the Canva application. So here, as you all can see, I'm in my Chrome. Okay, so I'll go to the search bar, Canva download for PC. Okay, I'll click on this and I will click on enter. And here you can see I can download Canva for Windows from here. Okay, so here you guys can basically see this version is for Windows 10 and after that. Okay, so Windows 10 is the latest version which can use this one, and after that if you do have Windows 11 or Windows 12, in that case also you guys can use this particular uh, Canva setup option. Okay, so here you guys can see this one, and if you also do have a Mac OS or iOS, or if you're using an Android, in that case you can click on these options and it will redirect you to some kind of similar page there. Okay, so here you can see you can download it for Mac. Again, I'll go to the Windows, and once you download for Windows, here you can see you will be able to download from here. So I have already downloaded and I have also set that up as well. So for that, I will just close this one, or I will close this first. Okay, and now what I'll do is I'll go back again, and from here I will click this again, and here you can see I do have how it will set up. Okay, so here setup file will start installing once it's finished downloading, and installation will begin. And once the device installation is done, then the app will launch by itself, and from there you can just get your Canva in your home page. Okay, if you just use your mouse and just drag it in your toolbar, you guys can get access to Canva anytime. So I will just delete this setup from here. Okay, and I will come here again. And what I'll do now is I will go to my app. Okay, so I have already opened my particular app here. So here, as you can see, I do have my home page here. So this is the Canva home page. So I'll start with all these options here. Okay, so in the main menu, you guys can see here is my account details and everything. And here is the homepage. As you can see all of this here. And here are different projects in which I work. So here I can search it by different name. Okay, so here I can search it by category, and I can also search it by different dates here. Okay, in the last 30 days, what all work have I done? Okay, I can click this one and can see. Okay, so here you can see the owner, or it was been shared with you. You guys can check those as well. Okay, so here are different files which I have worked on. Again, I'll go to my home page, and here are different templates which you guys can get access to. Okay, so here are different type of templates. So here you can see if you do need it for a presentation purpose, here you do have for presentation purpose. If you want it for your social media, or if you're making a video, in that case, here you guys can get different type of options. So if you come to videos here, you can see what you want to make basically. Is it a video message or a mobile video or a YouTube video? Okay, so here you guys can actually come down and actually explore all these particular design in their particular templates. Okay, So you guys can do that. And if you come down from here, you guys can see here the brand templates and creators you follow. You can check all the creators who you follow. Okay. And you can check the brand templates from here. Okay. So this is the brand kit. This is a premium version. So I'll be explaining you guys about this a little later. Okay. So here I do have the templates and this is the brand. I will explain you guys after this. Okay. And from here, you guys can get different type of apps from here. Okay. So here you guys can see I do have the QR code one. Okay, so here you can use this particular existing design of this one. Okay, I can just click on use new design or use in existing design. I can click on this and I will open the graphic design from here. Okay, so basically from here, there you guys can see I can do that if I want to create any barcode or anything. Okay, so if you want to customize any kind of QR designs, you guys can do that. And here are different type of tools or apps with which you guys can do a lot of things. Okay, so here you can actually create beautiful grid patterns. From here you can get text to speech voiceover and AI voice generator. Okay, you guys can get access to that. And here it will turn some text to images. Okay, so this option you also have here. So these are some AI features which you can use in Canva. Okay, and this is one of the main thing, okay, and one of the most useful thing for a graphic designer. Okay, so you're designing a page here. In that case, you want to plan your daily work. In that case, this is one of the best thing that I can show you guys. And from here, suppose I do have any kind of uh, thing like I want to deliver my work to my client. In that case, what I'm going to do is suppose I need to submit that on 28th. Okay, then from here I can add a title. Then I can just write graphic, or I'll write motion graphic delivery. And if I want to add any description, suppose my client name is Max. Okay, so I'll write Max or Maxed IT solutions. Okay, so I will write like this. That I remember and I do have a reminder. So I can save now. And on this particular date, I will get a notification telling that I do have a motion graphic delivery on this particular date. So you guys can basically select all of this. Okay. And these are a few of the smart mockups. Okay. So which you guys can use if you want to see it in a smartphone. You guys can see it. If you want to use it for printing, you guys can see all of this. Okay, so these are a few of the packaging of different products. So you guys can do all this as well. Okay, so here are a few of the product images. Okay, so here it will show you guys few of the product images. Okay, so from here, if I choose photos and it will just come here. If I want to upload new images, I can actually upload my particular works. Okay. So from here, I can check all of those. Okay. I can check the product photos as well. Okay. Once I do the editing or once I work on this. And after that, this is the option of classwork. So here, if I did any kind of classworks, okay, I can get all these works here. Okay. So here, if I need to send this to my teacher or anyone as such, in that case, I will come here in this particular work and I can save that particular work in my classwork that I can check what all work have I sent to my teacher or my mentor. If I do have any, I can send all these works from here and I can also check the status. Okay, they can also rate this one. Is it approved? Do I need to change this one? Okay, so here you guys can see. Okay, so you can also tell them that you need review on this particular work. Then they'll also get a notification that you are trying to get a review for your work here. Okay, so this is the option here. Now let's come to the branding option. Okay, so here brand kit is a premium tool, or in the pro version only you will get access to this brand kit. Suppose if you do have a particular website and in that website you are a graphic designer and you want to change the logos and the text regularly, like on a daily basis. You want to change something or the other, some of the designs and such thing as such. Okay, so in that case, this is one of the good investment where you can be able to replace logos and images across existing designs in just a few clicks, and also able to grow brand with all your assets, controls, and workflows in one central. And from here, you will be able to find all your brand assets in only one place to quickly add your designs and stay on brand every time. Okay, as you know, that brand is basically changes every time. Okay, so it doesn't stay the same what it was before 2 years. Okay, it have changed a lot. So with time you can also change your design and also stay on board, as these have few of the amazing tools, okay, for designing. And I have finished this one. I hope you guys have understood these particular options which I have here. Okay, so now I will go to this one. So if I have deleted any of my work, so here you guys can see I have deleted many of my work. So all those deleted files will be saved here. And if you want to access those deleted files from here, suppose you want that deleted file again, in that case you guys can come here and you can get access to those deleted files. Okay, if you want to restore those, you guys can restore all that as well. Okay, so here you can see I do have the restore option, or if I want to delete those permanently, I can delete those as well. Okay, so I will again go to my home page from here. And now let's try to understand here. Okay, so these options. So this is the account settings. It will redirect you to your account. And this one is the notification bell. So here, as you can see, you can check those. Like if you have completed any task, it will appear here once you mark it. And what all to-do works I have here, you do have, I was working with few of my colleagues. So they send me some works. So I do have those notifications. Okay, you can add so many people at the same time and work here as well. And if you need any kind of help regarding this app, it's not working properly. In that case, you can always click on this one and you guys can reach out to the help center. And here you can see some of the recommendation for you, like what do people mostly search. Okay, so here, if you do have any missing designs, what all you need to do to just get it back, you will have all these helpful tips and tricks here. Okay, so these are these things. Same here. This is the account settings again. Okay, so now from here basically you can create a new design, and this one is like how I want to view this one. Okay, and from here if you want to create a new tab, you guys can, and here you can actually change the view. This is the tab and this is the window. If I want to minimize it, I can minimize. If I want help option is here as well. Okay, and here as well, as you can see. So I hope you guys have understood this much. Okay. And now here you guys can see I do have the search bar here. Suppose I want to search any option regarding sports. Okay. So here if I click on sports, and here you can see I do have different sports option here, different templates, different projects. And here I can get access to different templates. Okay. So here you can see I do have option of all of this, from where I can get access to all these templates. Okay, so according to my keyword, they will see what matches my requirement, and they will send me or get me to view all of these templates. And here you can also categorize. Okay, so here you can categorize in different categories. So after that, if you use filters here, you guys can see the categories, different styles, and also different theme, different feature, subject, topic, and also different colors. Suppose you are creating some work for your client, okay? In that case, they do have a particular color requirement, like they want to make their business card in sky blue color. In that case, what you can do is you can click on this and you can apply here. And here now you'll have all these templates here basically about this color. Okay, so you will get only these color templates or designs, and you can actually work on all of those later. So here you guys can see different type of templates or designs. So I will go back again here in my home page. Okay, and here you guys can see I can also customize my design from here. Okay, if I want to put any customized design, I can basically put the width and also the height of my frame. And if I want to log that one, I can log that one, and I can click on this create new design. Suppose I'll write 33, and here I will add 78. So at least 40, right? So I will give 45. So from here, as you can see now, if I lock this aspect ratio, I can click and create new design. Okay. So I will just unlock this aspect ratio and I can also create a design from here. If I do have any existing design, I can upload those design and also start working with that particular design as well. Okay. And the best thing about Canva is that they categorize their work quite nicely, that it looks good when you're looking at the workspace. Okay, it's so organized. And here you can see they'll tell you that if you're making any website or designing any website, which one you guys should basically use. If you're using any kind of video, which one you should use, which kind of designs. Okay, social media, if you're doing a presentation, or if you're using any document, you're writing any document to anyone, and here you'll also have logo designing templates. Okay, here you can see the sizes. So these are different presets which you'll get here. Okay, so now I will again go to this web one. Okay, so here in the web one, here if I come to my home page again. Okay, so here you guys will be able to see a few other options on top. Okay. So here, if you want to use this particular design for a presentation, here also, if you want graphs and chart in your document, you'll get that. If you're using any kind of photos or videos you want to edit there, in that case, like, are you a video editor or a YouTube video editor? So from here, you can actually choose your design accordingly. This will give you presets according to that. Okay, so are you going to print any kind of t-shirt or hoodie? So from here, basically, it will give you the size that you can basically do those editing. Okay, and here this are few of the marketing things here. Okay, so if you want to make any kind of flyer or you're making any kind of poster, in that case, you guys can get all of these things here. Okay, so if you are trying to make any QR code, in that case, you can click on this option. Okay, and here from the net as well, you guys can browse different Canva templates. Okay, so this one is that if you're using this for your business purpose, so they're telling you that is it for a content creation or you are collaborating in a team. Okay, so is it for the productivity and workflows? You'll get all this option. And here you can see resources like business resources, case studies, and for sales. And if you want for marketing, you'll get here. And here you will get asked that if you want to create and collaborate visually in this particular classroom. Okay, so from here, the teacher can basically work. And here, a student, if you're a student, you can design your document to boost your learning. Okay, so from here you guys can get that. And free teacher resources includes tutorials and few of the webinars. Okay, so these are for the educators. And here this is LMS integrations. So from here you will be able to integrate Canva with your learning management system. And here few of the case studies. And if you are want to get inspired future generations with the power of design, you can also do some higher education here as well. Okay, so from let's see the plans and pricing here. So there are basically three things. Okay, so the first one is free and the other one is pro. Okay, and the last one is for a team. Like if you are a small organization or a team of few people who are working together on Canva, in that case, Canva for teams is best for you because it will provide you at least with 5 people that can work together. And this is for $130 for a year. So if you're working on a regular basis on your graphic designing, so this is a very nice tool which you can use to get a professional view. And if you're using the Canva free version, here you will get only this kind of features. You guys can check those out. And for me, right now, I'm using the Canva Pro version. So here you can see I do have all these features. Okay, so I will have all these features as well. 1 TB of cloud storage I'll get here. Okay, so I can actually set this one to 2 TB as well afterwards if I buy more. Okay, so this one was the yearly, and if you want to purchase it on a monthly basis, here you guys can see it is $6.49, and for a month for team it's 12.99, so almost $13 a month. So if you are using it for a month, like you are a seasonal user, like you do the graphic designing for a particular time, in that case, I'll recommend you guys to go with the monthly deal. But in yearly, you are actually saving up 16%, as you guys can see here as well. Okay, so these are the price differences here in Canva. So you guys can choose. But as my recommendation, first you start working with the free version, master all of these features, what you have in Canva. And once you have mastered all of those, you guys can move on to Canva Pro, or if you do have a team which work with graphic designing, you guys can collab with them and get the Canva Pro one. Okay, so this is that one as well. And here I will go to the learn option. So from Learn, you can basically look at different Canva blogs, and here you can see different tutorials and also courses. Okay, and here if you want to look for events near you, you guys can click on this. And from here, you can get a step-to-step guide of how to create a logo or a flyer. If you want to make a banner, you guys can see all of those and get inspired for your designing. Okay. So hope you guys have understood this part. Okay, so this icon here is like it will take you to the app. Okay, as right now I'm opening it in my Windows. Okay, so here this is the account setting. I have also told you about this one. So now I hope you guys have understood this part as well. So now let's go to my app. And now I'll be telling you guys the difference between a Canva Pro version and also the Canva free version. Okay. So I do have an image here. Okay. So I do have this image as you guys can see, and I'll just make it full screen here. So here you guys can basically see the difference between Canva free and also the Canva Pro version. Okay. So here in Canva free version, you will get 250,000 free templates, but in Canva Pro, you will get like 420,000. Okay. Well, it is 420,000 free templates, which is almost double of the free Canva one. Okay. And here you'll get only 200K free photos, but here you will get 71 million. Okay, just think when you are designing and you are getting access to 71 million free photos, which you can use in your design. So such a blessing when you have this Canva Pro version if you're working on graphic designing on a regular basis. And here you'll get only 57K free graphic elements, but in Canva Pro, 4.5 million free graphic elements. And here you'll get access to 13K free videos, but in Canva Pro, 2.5 million free videos. And here you'll get only 1.7K free fonts. And in Canva Pro version, you'll get 3K free fonts, which you can use. And in Canva Pro, you'll get 25K free audios. In the free version, it's only 75. In case of animation effects, it's 6 in the free version and 14 in Canva Pro version. And in Canva free version, you'll get only 2 free folders where you can work with. But in Canva Pro version, you will get free folders, like unlimited folders. You'll get as much as you can. Okay. So in free version, you'll get only 5 GB cloud storage. But in Canva free one, you will get 100 GB cloud storage where you can basically put up your work and also save those for later uses. Or if you want to just safeguard your work, you guys can do in your cloud storage. Okay. And in Canva free version, you'll get only one brand kit, which is the limited version. But here in the pro version, you guys will get unlimited color palettes and also able to upload fonts and logos according to your like. So I hope you guys have understood this particular class on the introduction. So I hope you guys have understood. Okay. So again, in next class, we'll be learning about if you come to this Canva and if you go to any workspace. Suppose if I want to go to this workspace, okay, here we'll be learning about the workspace here. Okay, so I have divided this one in two parts. First, we'll understand in this top bar what all options we have and how you can use that. Okay, these things here. Okay, how you can basically start your work, what are these options, and how you can add page and start working. And next, I'll be telling you guys the options which I have it on the left hand side. Okay, or here in the other panels. So we'll be learning about all of this from our next class. Okay, so take care everyone and goodbye. See you all in the next chapter on Canva. Hello everyone and welcome you all to another chapter of the Canva tutorial. So now we are on our chapter number 2 and here I'll be explaining you guys about the editor panel in Canva. Okay, so in last class, I have showed you guys about the home page and what all you guys can do, what are the options in our home page, what all templates will get, theme templates, the difference between Canva Pro version and also the free version. Okay, and I have also shown you at the last that how our workspace basically looks. Okay, so here we'll be learning about what all options do I have in my editor panel. Okay, you can also call it the workspace or the interface or the toolbar panel. So it depends on you basically. So here we'll be learn what all options we'll get, how to get access to all the tools, how to use all of those into our design, and many more. So let's not waste time and let's get started with this particular chapter. So here, as you guys can see, I'm in the home page of Canva. Okay. So from here, basically, I have shown you guys how you can actually create a design. So you need to come to this particular option from here. And what I'm going to do is I will just customize the size of my design page. Okay. So I will take 1200 in 1200 and I want it in pixels. Okay. You can also take it in inches or millimeters or centimeters. Okay. And I'll just click this one. And the suggested is it is a LinkedIn post. Okay. So this particular size is used for a LinkedIn post. So it is showing me like that. And I can also use it in different other places as well. Okay. So it is not that if it's showing a LinkedIn post, I do have to post in LinkedIn only. Okay. You guys can use it in any other places as well. So from here, I'll be creating a new design. So once I click, I'll be redirected to my editor panel. So here you guys can see I do have my editor panel here. Okay, so as you guys can see here, I do have the editor panel. So here in this particular class, I'll be explaining you guys each and everything about this panel, that once you start working on this particular panel here, you guys do have idea about each and every tool available, each and every features available as well. Okay, so now let's come here. Let's start with this top frame, okay, the top options, what all we have. Then we'll move on to this, and then I'll be explaining you guys inside this one, what all options do I have, okay? So let's first start with this file option right here, okay? So if I click on this file option, here you can see I do have the option if I want to rename this one, okay? So I will just rename this one as editor panel, and I'll just keep it like this. And again, go to the file option. I just need to click on enter. So I'll write editor panel and I'll click enter. And here you can see this particular file is being saved in the name of editor panel. And here you can basically see the size as well. And after that, if you want to create a new design, again, so from here, you guys can basically create a new design. Okay. So here you guys can see all of these options from here. And just beside that, you guys can see the size as well. Suppose I want to create another file here. Okay. So if I want to create another file, it will be created just beside my this panel, which was opened from before. But I'll just delete this one because I don't need it right now. And after that comes the import file option. Okay. So if you do have any kind of design, any image or logo or any kind of template which you want to import, in that case, you guys can import it from here. So from here, if you just click on choose files, it will redirect you to your PC or computer. And from there, you guys can basically download that file. Okay. And after that, the next option is view settings. Okay. So in view settings, you guys can see I do have four options. Okay. So what is rulers and guides basically? So rulers and guides that on these particular sites, okay, on top I'll do have my rulers and also I'll have the guides as well. So if I just click on this one from here, you guys can see I do have a ruler over here. And from here, I can basically see or check the size if I'm making any kind of design. In that case, if I do have a requirement that I need to do it in this particular size, then for that, it is quite helpful and also to maintain So this is how I can actually use the grids. Okay. And again, if I come here, view settings, I want to add guides as well. So here you guys can see I do have different type of guides. So from here also I can choose how many columns do I need. Here it's selected 6, 12. And now if I select 6, here you can see I do have 6 columns here. And if I want to divide it into 3, so here you guys can see. So now on top, if I want to make any kind of design, so it's quite easy for me to understand the proportion. Okay. So it will just help me to keep my logo or any kind of design in perfect size, and it will help me to do so. Okay. And in that case, if you're familiar with any other type of grid and guide while doing your design, you guys can come to this option from here, and you guys can add from here. Suppose you want 6 columns or 12 columns, and in each one you want a gap of 10 pixels, and after that you don't want any margin. And if you want to add rows as well, you guys can add rows from here as well. And the same one, the gap and also the margin, you guys can also customize your own. Okay, so I'll come here again, go to this view settings option, and if you want to see the margins, okay, you guys can click on this option, and here you guys can see uh, inside of this particular page I do have a margin. Okay, so if I just zoom in, here you guys can see the margin. And to zoom in, you guys can click on Control and plus sign from your keyboard. And to zoom out, Control and minus sign from your keyboard. Okay. So this is one way of zooming in and zooming out. And I hope you guys have also understood this part of settings. Okay. So here now I do have another option. So this option is called the show print blend. Okay. So what blend basically is, like if you're trying to print any type of design, you guys will see that once I click on this, here I do have a particular lining as well here, okay, on this particular corner. So once you choose this one and once you're trying to print, your computer or the system will automatically understand that you want to print what all the contents you do have inside that particular box. Okay, so the print will be perfect in that case, and they'll also have an outer lining, okay, that it doesn't go beyond that, and it prints perfectly when you're trying to print any design. So these are a few of the helpful options. When we work, we will understand or get it in a better way. So I'll just turn all this off again because I don't want all of this right now. So I will just off the rulers and grid option as well. Okay. So I hope you guys have understood this one. And from here, you guys can select different type of language. Okay. So from here, you guys can choose different languages and it will show you accordingly. And after that, from here, if you want to save anything, suppose I have selected this frame, or I will come here, I will select a particular color. So I have selected this color. And here again, if I come to this file option, here I can click on this and that particular thing will be saved. Okay, so whatever work we can do, it can be saved here. And if you want to save this in any particular folder, in that case, you can click here and you can create a new folder here and save that particular item. So here you can see all your recent works. And if you want to view all the works, you can view it from here. So from here, you can view all your projects which you have worked on with. And here you can see what all work has been shared with you. Like you are a part of that particular work, but your client or any other team members have shared that particular work. You guys can get access to that one. Okay. So now again, if I come to the file option here, if you want to make a copy of this particular frame, you can just click here. And from here, if you click on this option here, you can see it made a copy of this particular panel. And here you can see the name as well. It is the copy of my editor panel. So this is how you can make a copy. And also right here, there is an option called duplicate page. In that duplicate page option, also you guys can click and you can duplicate this particular page from here. Okay. So here you guys can see I do have 2 pages in the same panel though. Okay. So this is the difference between that. If I want to duplicate a page here in this panel only, then in that case, I can click on this one. Okay. But if I want to create a copy in another panel or in another workspace, in that case, I can click on this one from our file and click on make a copy. Okay. So I'll come here. Maybe I will delete this one. Okay. And again, come to the file option. And from file option, if you want to download, okay, or you can view all your downloads from here. Okay. Suppose if you want to download this particular frame, okay, you do have a particular design and now you want to download. In that case, what you can do is you can select from this file type. Okay. So here you can see there is JPG format. If you want your designed to be in a PNG format. You guys can download the PNG and here in PDF, SVG. If it's a video, you can select the MP4 video. Okay. If you're creating a short clip, which is a GIF, okay, so you guys can do that. So there are different types here as well. You can select the size, okay, and also as I'm using the pro version, so from here I can also select all this option. If I want my design to be in a transparent background, in that case I can select this. If I want to compress my file, I can compress, and whatever setting I'm putting right now, I can also save that particular download setting. And once my design is done, I can click on the download option and it will be downloaded in my system. Okay. So this is that. And after that, this is also a pro feature. Okay. So here you guys can see. So this from here, basically, I can see the version history from here, basically. Okay. So this is the version history. And like I'm using this current version, what all work I have done throughout this particular project, I can view that. Okay. So if I need to do anything, suppose I need to do anything else. In that case, if I have, I can check that have I done that or not. So it's quite easy to track down our work. Okay. And after that, if I come to this file option again, I can view all the comments. Okay. So you might be thinking, okay, who all will be commenting on my particular work? So here comes the twist where you will be able to share your particular work to your client or to your mentor, to your teacher. Okay. So in that case, you can actually click on this one. And here you can see there are two options, resolved and unresolved. Okay. Suppose your client have messaged you, you have sent them a particular work, you have sent them the link. I'll also show you guys just after some time how you can send a link, how you can send your work. Okay. So in this two option, suppose they have messaged that, okay, in your particular design, I don't like the color or the font size. Okay. You change the color of the font and also the font size. In that case, it will be an unresolved thing. But once you have done that particular work, or once you have done or changed the particular color or that particular font, in that case, you can click on that comment and you can put it in the resolve section. So you won't get confused that what all I have to do. So this is quite a good feature when you're working as a team or when you are collaborating with so many other designers. Okay. And here is another option where you can find and replace text. Suppose if I do have a text here in my panel, suppose I'll take this. Maybe if I add or apply all four pages. Okay, so here you guys can basically see I do have this one. And now if I come to the file option and find and replace text, and from here you guys can see I can actually check the text from here. Okay, suppose if I write episode 1, see here, once I am writing episode 1, here you can see this particular episode 1 is getting selected. Okay, so I'll just write episode 1 and I want to replace this one with hello everyone. So here you can see, here I have placed this one, and if I just replace it now, here you can see I have replaced the particular text with my text from here. But basically you guys can click here and you guys can also do that. But suppose if I do have the same text in so many places at the same time, okay, so in that case, you guys can just click here. Suppose I do have episode 1 here and I want to change all the episode ones which I do have in my design, and then I can click on replace all, and all the places where they have written the episode 1, all those will be changed. Okay. So I hope you guys have understood this one as well. And I will just delete this. So I'll just delete this one. So I've deleted this one. Okay. So this is one use of that. And after again, if I come to this one, this is again the help option. If you face any kind of problem or any issues regarding this particular application, you guys can always ask question, and you guys can always reach out to them if you face any difficulties while using or while designing or anything related to this particular designing application. Okay. So this is that one. I hope you guys have understood all this file option down from here. Okay. So now let's come to the resize option from here. Okay. So here in the resize option, here you can see I will have different options from here. So basically from here, I can actually customize the size. Okay. And you will be able to do only this one if you do have a pro version. So from here now I can basically change the width and also the height from here. Okay. Suppose I'll take 1000 and I will just resize this one, or I'll copy and resize. Okay, so here you guys can see I have resized my particular panel, and now it will be opened in a new window or in a new workspace here. Okay, so it might take some time as well. Okay, but see here the editor panel right now, it's quite different compared to the other. But here in this panel, you guys can see this is also being changed. Okay, so this is how we can basically resize from here. This is the editor panel. Here you can see the changes. So this is how you guys can actually resize. And this option is the undo option, and this is the redo option from here. Okay, so this is the undo and redo. You guys can always use the shortcut keys as well. Okay, so you guys already know what is the shortcut of redo and undo. And here, if you have saved all the changes, okay, it will be saved in your cloud. So here you guys can basically see all the people who you have access with. Okay, so to this particular project, which I'm doing right now, if I want to add access to any of them, I can just write their email. Suppose if I just write their email and I can just send them this particular email from here that they can be joined in this particular section. Okay, so insights. Okay, so insights is basically if you have saved this particular work and also shared this particular design to other teammates as well. From here, you guys can check who all viewed your project and how often did they actually view your project. You guys can see that as well. Okay, and if you come to the engagement, okay, so from here, as you can see here also, you guys can see how many times they have clicked your link and how many times, like what is the time duration that they have viewed your profile. And from here, basically, you guys can create a link for your blog post, or if for your business lead, you guys can create a link. So these are a few options. And suppose you do have a mentor for yourself, for your design. Okay, you guys can directly click on this send to teacher. Then it will be redirected to your particular tutor. You can just select a particular teacher from here. Okay, and you can send them a message. So from here, you guys can basically do that, and it will be saved in your panel. In first class, I've showed you where if you send any work or any kind of design to your teacher, where it will be saved. Okay. Next comes the share option. Okay. So if you go to the share option, here you guys can see if you're add with any people already, or if you are in a group of people, or if you have added any class. In that case, you guys can just type their name and they'll appear here, and you can actually give them the access. Okay, or a particular link will directly go to their PC or into their system that they can access your design and view it. And after that, this is the collaboration link. Okay, so now if I come here and if I click on anyone with the link, so from here I can also set if anyone is able to enter it with my link. Will they be able to edit, or will be able to comment, or only they can view? Okay, so if you're sending the final product to your client, in that case only view is perfect. But if you want your mentor, then they can also comment. Okay, if you want the view from your mentor, like how my design looks, in that case you can send this, or you can actually send a copy to your client as well, like not the final copy, just to show them if they do have any kind of issues regarding any kind of color or any kind of fonts. In that case, you guys can send them this one where they can add a comment. If you guys need to change anything, you guys can see that comment from them, and you guys can edit that particular part. And you will use the edit option when you are collaborating with any other designers at the same time. Okay, so with this particular thing, they will also be able to work in Canva. So once you send them this particular link, once they click on this link, they'll just end up in this particular workspace. So from that workspace, they can also start editing your work. Okay, so this is how you can actually work. And if you click here, link will be generated. Okay, and you guys can copy that one. So here you can see if you want to download, here is the download option again. If you want to directly share it on social media, here you can see in what you want to share. If you want to share it in your Facebook, Instagram, or if you want to use it in your Facebook story or in a LinkedIn profile, you guys can do that as well. And here are more options. Okay, if you want to like uh, copy it to your clipboard, or if you want to send it to your phone, if you want to share a link just to watch, if you want to create a prototype, you guys can do that. So in shared, they do have different option. Okay, so if you want to save it directly to a Google Drive, or if you want to open it in a Microsoft PowerPoint, you guys can also do that. Okay, you can also message from to Snapchat from here. Okay, so there are different options which you guys can come and actually look for yourself, which are quite useful and depends on work wise. Okay, so I hope you guys have understood this particular panel. Okay, so here in this class I have explained you guys about the top panel. In next class I'll be telling you guys about this side panel and also all these options which I do have here in my workspace. Okay, till then, take care and goodbye everyone. Hope to see you all in the next tutorial. Hello everyone, and welcome you all to another chapter of the Canva tutorial. So now we are on our chapter number 4, and here I'll be showing you guys a project on how to make a motivational post. So here we'll start on with some basic graphic designing from here. Okay, we'll start on with that, and after that we will move on to some advanced usage of the tools here, and also we'll do some advanced level of graphic designing. Okay, so here first I'll be showing you guys by making a motivational post using their own template which are available in Canva, and one I'll be showing you guys on this from the scratch of how you can create a motivational post here. Okay, so let's not waste time and let's get started with this particular chapter here. So now here, as you can see, I'm directly in my workspace, and from my workspace what I'm going to do is I want to create a design. So for that I want to take a whiteboard, or I'll just take this particular banner size from here, and you can see I do have this particular setting here. Okay, so from here what I'm going to do is now first I will select this one. Okay, I have selected this particular template, and what I will do is I will post, or I will change this text from here. Okay, so as I already do have downloaded or have copied few of the codes from here, so here you guys can see I do have a quote here. So what I can do is I'll just copy this one. I'll come here and I will paste this one here. Okay. So here, as you can see, I have pasted this one. Maybe I will just bring this down a little bit here, and I will put this one somewhere here. And this template kind of looks good. Okay. So for that, first, I will be selecting all this text here. And now what I can do is maybe I want to decrease the size. In that case, I can decrease the size of the font as well. And also I can come here and I can actually select what will be the font type. Okay, suppose if I select this one, or I want to select this, or if I want to select this one. Okay, so I can select from here basically which I want, and I will just take this text box from here, and I will also select this text box size, and I can also put this one down, and I can also decrease the size of this particular text box from here. And if I come here, and you guys can see I can also decrease this particular size from here. Suppose I want to use this one, and now what I can do is if I want to bring it somewhere here, I can also bring this one somewhere here. So I will bring this one in the center. Okay. And now again, I can actually increase the size according to the way I want. And again, here I will put this one in the middle. And yeah, this font size is kind of good. And now I will change the color. If I want to put some red color, okay, I will put the red color here and I want to change all. So now here you can see I do have this one. And now in this case, if I want to put some author name, I also do have the author name here. So this is a quote by Thomas Edison. I will click on Control C and come here, double click this, Control V, and here you can see I do have this. Okay, so if I select this one, and from here, maybe I will just increase the font size, and also I will change, or I'll try to put something here. Okay, I will select this font, and I also want to, if I want to underline it, I can also underline this one. Okay, so this one I will just increase the size a little bit from here. Okay, and this kind of looks good, but I will change the color as well. Okay, maybe I will take somewhat this color. Okay, so I will change this one. And here you can see I do have this particular quote here. And now this one kind of looks quite good. And if you want to add any type of sticker or any type of image or any type of logo, you guys can do all this as well. Okay, so if I come here to the elements option, so here you guys can see I do have different type of graphics which I can basically use. So if I come to this one here, suppose I want to see some of the graphics from here, you guys can see there are different graphics here. Okay, so here I will select border. Okay, so maybe I want to select this kind of border here. Okay, I will increase this border size. So I will just increase this one here as well. So I can just put this one inside my box as well if I want to, but I want to increase the size of this from here. Okay, so if I want to just free from this one, okay, I can do that. Or if I want it like this, I can do that as well. Suppose I want to use this here, then I can do that. And here you guys can see I do have 2 frames here, but I will delete this for now. Okay, so I'll delete this one. Z. So I will take this, delete this one, and this quite looks good. Okay, if I want to add any kind of things like this one here, okay, I can put this one here as well. If I want to put this or a different color, I can do that as well. So I will delete this from here. Maybe I'll select this one. Okay, so I will select this one. And now I do have this. I can maybe put this one in one side. Suppose if I want to put this one here, so I can put this one here as well. And now what I can do is I can just come here. I can select this one. And what I can do is I can just flip. Okay. So if I want to flip it horizontally, I can flip this one horizontally as well. So here you guys can see I am doing some renovation to this particular quote here. So yeah, this kind of looks good. I hope you like this one. Okay. So this is using the few of the fonts or few of the templates from Canva itself. Okay. But here, if I add another page, here what I'm going to do is I'll be doing this from a scratch. Okay. I'll be creating a motivational quote from the scratch. In that case, what I can basically do. Okay. So first, I need to come here and I need to go to the design option. Okay. So I'll come to the design option, and from the design option, I will go to the styles. Okay, so from the styles option, what I can do is I can select a color. So after selecting a particular color, maybe I want to put any kind of image. Okay, so for image, again to the selection box, come here and write images, or you can directly select from here photos. So here you guys can see different type of photos. So for that, first we basically need to see what kind of quote I do have here. Okay, so let me see. So here it tells you if you want something done right, do it yourself. So we need to understand basically what theme is this. So This is maybe something like self motivation. Okay, we can just type self motivation here, and it totally depends on place to place. Okay, so here you can see, and right now I will choose this particular image. And what I can do is I can actually select this particular image and I will just increase the size that it just fit the frame. Okay, so I have this particular image now. What I can do is I don't want this one to be highlighted. Okay, so in that case I will come here and I will decrease the transparency a little bit. Okay, so I will decrease the transparency like this because I want my particular quote to be highlighted. So in this one, I need to use any type of font which is quite highlighted. So I do have this one here right now. And now what I'm going to do is suppose if I select this here and I will decrease this one from here, or I'll do that later. So I'll keep this one here. Now I will go to the text option. Okay. So from text, now what I want to do is I want to edit or I want to put my text. Okay. So basically for that, I will come here and here you can see the text box I do have. So from here, I want to add a text. Okay. So here I do have my quotation. I will just use this particular quote from here, Control C, and I will come and paste this one from here using Control V. So here I do have this one. Okay. So now I will select this. I have selected this whole text. Now, if I want to increase the size of my code, I will increase the size of my particular code from here. So as you can see, I am just gradually increasing the size of my code from here. So what I can do is I can actually increase the size till the time I'm not satisfied. Okay, so basically maybe I will keep this one in 2 lines. Okay, so for that, again, I will increase it. Okay, so here now this size is quite okay. So again, I'll come here, I'll delete this one. And yeah, this one is kind of okay, which I like. So I will just keep this one somewhere here in the middle. And this one also, I will just try to keep this one in the middle itself. And I will just put this one a little down. And what I want to do is again here, I want to put some quotation mark here. Okay, I want to put quotation on both the sides. But before that, I will just select the font type. Okay, and I will select different kind of things. Okay, so maybe if I am selecting this, and if you want to attract people, then we should use something in italics. Okay, but this one is also not that bad. In that case, I can use this font as well. So you can basically check which font actually looks good in with your thing here. This one is also looking quite nice, but the thing is that it is quite hard to read. So in that case, I won't be selecting this one. Maybe I will take something in bold. So I will select this one and I will also change the color of my letter here. So I need to select any color which is contrast. Okay. So here you can see what are the colors being used in this document. Here you can see. So this is one of the easy and one of the good feature of Canva here, okay, that it automatically detects what all color is being used here in this particular document. Okay, so I will come here in the default colors option, or maybe I will select this one. Okay, something in dark blue. So now let's see. This one doesn't look that great, or if I just change the positioning till okay, so you guys can basically experiment with a lot of colors. Okay, that's what I want to say. So maybe I will take a black color only, and from here you can get all the solid color options. Okay, so I will just take a black color from here, and what I want to do is I want to add some quotation mark from here. Okay, I want to add some quotation here and some quotation here as well. Okay, so for that again I'll come to this one here and I will click on quotation, and here, as you can see, once I have searched quotation, here you can see I do have my quotation mark here as well. So now if I want to use this one, Here, I will just decrease the size from here, and maybe I will put this one here, and I'll keep this one here. And now I will select this one, and I will increase this. I will select this again from here. Okay, I will select this particular quotation from here, and I will bring this one. And what I can do is I will flip this one horizontally. Okay, or I can flip this one vertically. So I will put this one somewhere here. Okay, so here I have put. So here you guys can see I do have my basic quotation ready for now. And I want to add the author name as well. So in that case, in this particular space, I'm going to put the author name. So in that case, what I can do is I will come again to this one, come to the notepad, and from here you can see the author is Charles. So I'll click on Control C, and after that I will come here and I will click on paste. Okay, so here you guys can see there I do have a small text box which I'll select, and I will move this one right down here. Again, put this one here. So right now I do have this, and I have selected this one. Again, select this particular thing and increase the size accordingly. So here you guys can see I am increasing the size of the uh, author. Okay, so here I can basically increase the size gradually from here. And what I can do also is I will select this whole particular text, and I can also check the text color. Okay, suppose I want to use something in orange. In that case, I will select this one, and here you can see this one is in orange. And also maybe I will select this color, okay, or the text font from here. Okay, so if I select this one here, you can see, okay, you guys can basically work around with all of this here. So here this one looks quite good, and here you can see the author name. So maybe I will just put the author name somewhere here, and I want to actually increase the size from this side. Okay, so I will come here, and maybe I'll put this one here. And what I can do is I can select this. Okay, so now I do have it ready, and I can put this one here somewhere in the middle. So now here it is quite good. It looks good as well. So this is the one which I made with the template, and this is the one which I made all by myself from the scratch. Okay, so I can add different type of things from here. So maybe I'll check for some graphic. So I'll click on OK from here. And here you guys can basically see I do have different type of graphics here. Okay. And if again I go to, I was in photos. Sorry. So from here, I'll go to the graphic option. And from graphic option here, you can search different type of graphics. Okay. Suppose if I'm searching self motivation. So here you guys can see I do have a few of the stickers or few of the graphics which I can use here in my work. Okay, so I can do all of this from here, or I can just maybe I want to drop this one somewhere here. Okay, suppose if I keep this one somewhere here, or maybe on one side, I can decrease the size from here. So this is something here you can put your logos as well. Okay, so these are a few of the things, and you can also put a lot many things from this particular option. Okay, if I come down here, you guys will be able to see a lot of stickers and a lot of things as well. Okay, so from here you guys can do that. If I click on see all, here you guys will be able to see all this as well. Okay, so there are a variety of things from where you guys can choose, and here are a few of the recently used frames. Okay, so here if I click on OK, so here you guys can see all of this. So if I want to add this one, here I will add this one as well. Okay, and here I will just change the transparency of this particular thing. Come here and just change the transparency somewhat this. This transparency is fine, but here I will change the transparency. Okay, maybe I will put something around 70%. Okay, I have decreased 20% from here. So this is one thing. You guys can put it wherever you basically want. So this is also one code which you guys can use. And here I have used this one as well. Okay, so this is a code which I just made from the scratch, and this is using the template. Okay, so this is quite a simple one. And here, as I do have already a template, I have actually done this one from here. Okay, so again, if I go back from the magic recommendations, if I want to add few of the gradients, I can use different gradients as well. Okay, suppose I want to use this kind of gradient from here. Okay, or I'll come somewhere here. I want to add some gradient here in this part. So I can actually add those gradient from here. Okay, so here now you can see this is how it basically looks. And I can also decrease the gradient from here. Okay, so this is how it basically looks. Or in this place, I want to add a different kind. Okay, suppose I want to add a different color frame. So I will come here and maybe I will just come here, put this one here, and I will just adjust the size. And here you guys can see the color. Okay, so now it kind of looks like this. Okay, so you guys choose which one you guys like the most, the first one or the second one. And this is the simple project of how you can start on with Canva. Okay, so this is quite easy. Anyone can basically use with just a little practice here. If I want to add this one as well, I'll keep it here. Okay, so hope this class was clear and hope you guys have understood from this particular class. So hope to see you all in the next class where I'll be how to make a logo in Canva. Okay, so hope to see you all in the next tutorial. And before going, you guys can actually save this one or download this one if you go to the share option. And if you click on download, here you can download it as well. Okay, so maybe I'll download this one in a JPEG format and I want to download all these two pages. Okay, so I will download both these pages and I will click here. And here you can see it is getting downloaded. Okay, so I am just downloading my particular frame. And here it's asking me where do I want to save this one. Okay, so I will name this one as motivational post. And I will just save it here in my downloads. And I will just save it from here. So it will get downloaded in my downloads option. So if I come here right now, if I go here and from here, I will just go to my downloads. Okay, so this one I need to extract first. Okay, I will just extract all. So now I do have both of this here. So this is the one which I have created. As you guys can see, this is the JPEG one. And this is the second one which I have created. Okay, so hope you guys can create your own as well. And hope to see you all in my next tutorial. Till then, take care and goodbye everyone. Hello everyone and welcome you all to another chapter of the Canva tutorial. So now we are on our chapter number 5 and here I'll be showing you guys a project on how to make a logo in Canva. Okay, so I'll be designing a logo from here basically. Okay, so you guys can make your own design. So I'll be just making a normal logo to show you guys how you can design a logo from the scratch. Okay, so we'll be learning about all of this here in this particular class. So let's not waste time and let's get started with this particular chapter here. So here, as you guys can see, I'm already in the home page of the Canva. So from here, basically, I won't be taking any kind of template or image. Okay, but I'll be making it from the scratch. So first up, I'll go to the create design option. So once you go to the create design option, here I'll be typing logo. Okay, so I'll type logo and here you can see I do have the size for the logo. So I'll be making a normal logo, not any kind of animated logo. So in that case, what I will do is I will click here and the size is 500 into 500 pixels. Okay, so here you can see I do have the page here. So first up, what I'll be doing is I'll be making a logo for a tech company. So in that case, first I'll come to this text box And now what I want to do is I want to make different text box from here. Okay. So I clicked here and with my this tool right here. Okay. If I come to this draw option, I'll select this and I will move this one right around here and I will write Oris Tech Limited. Okay. So first I will write O. So I have written this one here, or I'll again select this particular text and I will write O now. Okay. So I will keep this text box here, and here in this particular text box, I will write RIS. Okay. Or I will just select RIS. And here I have created this text box as well. So now I will just decrease the size of this text box from here and I will put this text box and align it here as well. Okay, so I have aligned this one here. And now what I'm going to write is tech. So I'll take another text box from here. Okay, add a text box and I'll only write T. Okay, and again I'll select this T from here and I'll make another text box. So I'll repeat the process till the time it's done. Tech. I'll keep this one just beside this and I will write LTD. So again, I'll click here. I'll write L and I'll create another box and I will write TD. Okay. So now what I can do is I will just move this box again, come here in the draw option, select this tool. And here I do have this one, come here and put this one here. Okay. So here you guys can see I do have different text box here. Okay. And now you guys might be thinking, why did I actually choose like that, like many text boxes at the same time? Okay. Because suppose if I just create a text box like this from here. Okay. Suppose I'll write A, B, C, D. And now I do have this particular text box here. And now here, if I want to change any particular size from here, suppose if I want to change this one, here you guys can see I just can't select a particular word and I can't increase or decrease the size of that particular word. I need to change the whole set of words or the whole set of text which I have in one text box. So what I'm going to do is I will come here and delete this. So now I am almost done. So here what I'm going to do is, as I've selected this text box, I will be selecting the logo. The first one, maybe I will select somewhere around 38 and all this I will take somewhere around 32 will be fine, I guess. Okay. So what I can do is I will just increase the size from here. Okay. So while making logo, you guys need to work with all of this. Sometimes it might get a little messy because while I basically work, I do make it kind of messy. Okay. So here, as you can see, I will just align it here. And now again, I will put the first letter here and I will again change this to 38 and I'll click enter and again come here to this particular box and write 38 and to this one I will do 32. Okay, 32, enter, and I'll come here again, 32, enter. Okay, so here you can see I have basically made that particular thing here. All I need to do is now align it here. Okay, so what I want to do is I will start aligning this. Select this particular text from here and maybe I want to align it somewhere here. I'll keep this one here and after that I will align this somewhere here. I need to make sure that I align this all properly. Okay. And now I will work with this, the T from here. Okay. So T and here is the ECH. So here I do have this and now the LTD. Okay. So I have selected this and now I'll select this as well from here. So yeah, this kind of looks good, not quite bad. And now what I can do is I can select this whole text. I can move this around. Suppose I'll keep this one somewhere here. So I do have this here. Now, what I'll do is I'll be selecting a text font for all of this. So I've selected this one. And from here now, basically, I can check what text type do I want. Okay. So if do I want this or do I want this or this one? So I can basically check around. Okay. So here you guys can also do the same here. Okay. Maybe if I take this or if I click on this one. This looks quite good, not that bad. So I'll just align it here as well. So here you guys can see this one. And maybe I will put this one or align this one accordingly. Okay. So here I have aligned this one accordingly as well. Okay. Here you guys can see. So here you guys can see I'm done with my text here. Okay, I have aligned it accordingly. Now I will select this one, maybe bring it somewhere here in the center, a little bit down. Okay, so I have done this one. And what I can do is I want to change the font color. Okay, so maybe I'll come here and I will select this text color from here, or I can just double click here. And from here, basically, I can check what color do I want. Okay. As I will go with somewhat like this color. Okay. I kind of like this one and I will take this. And yeah, I do have this color here. Come here again, select this one also select this color. Okay. And now with this OR, like this particular word, what I'm going to do is I will select different color for them. So maybe I will check out what color basically suits all of this. Okay. Maybe I'll take gray, come here again, take this one and come here and take this again. Okay. So now I do have this one as well here. Okay. The Oris Tech Limited. So now I will be making a logo here. So what kind of logo do I want to make? So for that, I will come here, all my elements option. And from elements, what I'm going to do is I will search hexagon. Okay. Hexagon. Okay. So here I will try to get few of the hexagon. Or here, instead of hexagon, what I can do is I can come here and I can write technology. And once I have written technology, you guys can see I do have different graphics, which I can basically use here. Okay, so let's see what all options do I have. Okay, you guys can see I do have this one here. So let me just check this one, how it basically looks. Okay, so maybe I will keep this one somewhere here and I will delete this. Okay, I will keep this one somewhere here and right here what I'll be adding is I will add this one. Okay, so here as you can see I do have this as well. Okay, so maybe I will keep this somewhere here. So here you guys can basically see that I do have my logo here. Okay, so I have basically created my logo. So if I just want to do anything, I will keep this logo here. And now basically here I will be adding a text. Okay, so maybe I will write, again I'll come to my text box, add a text box, and here now I will write tech services for all. Okay, so I have written this particular text. Again, select this one. And from here, basically, I will select what kind of font do I want. Okay, so maybe from here I can check. So I will take some regular things only. Okay, so I have selected this. And now I will decrease the size of this one from here. Maybe I will change the color to something in the blue. Okay. And now with my move tool here, I will move this one somewhere here. I'll select this again. And the text color is not looking that great. Maybe I'll take something in red. Okay. So yeah, this one looks quite okay. And this looks quite good. So here, what I can do basically is select this. Maybe I'll select this whole thing here. And now I will move this for here, somewhere in the middle here. Okay. So here you can see I am done here of making my logo. So hope you guys can also make your own logo. So here basically you guys can do that. If you want to do some changes here as well, you guys will be able to do that. Okay, so if you want to change the transparency, here you can decrease the transparency from here, but I'll keep it to 100 for mine. Okay, and here you can see that option for animation as well. Okay, but I don't want to do any kind of animation basically to my this image. Okay, so this kind of looks good to me. It looks good to the eyes. So hope you guys can also make your own logo using Canva. And this is quite easy to make your logo here in Canva. You can see there are different type of graphics which you guys can basically use from Canva and quite useful. Now, if I want to save this particular logo, then in that case, what I can do is I have to click on share. And after that, you guys can come here on the download option. And here you guys can basically download this in a PNG file. Okay. So here I can basically download it in a PNG file. Okay. And if I just go back here, suppose if I want to see what all other options I have. Okay. So here you can see I can view it only with my link. So all this option I have. Okay. So here I can actually download this one or directly upload it to my Google Drive. So all these features are also available right under here. Okay. So if I want to present this one, okay, so here I can also present this in a full screen. So if I click this one here, you can see I do have my particular logo. Okay, so this is how it basically looks. Not bad. Okay, so this kind of looks good. So here I will again come to the share option, and from the share option, you guys can actually download it. Okay, if you want it in a PNG form, you guys can basically get it in a PNG form. Okay, so now I will save this one. I'll click this one. And here, if I want a transparent background, in that case, I'll click this and I will just download here. You can see they're asking me some of the features here. Okay, so I will just save this one as logo in Canva. Okay, so I will save this one here and it's being saved now. So if I come to my file here again, okay, so if I go to my resource file, so from here, basically, I'll be able to view this particular logo. So here you guys can see I do have a transparent background. So if I want to print this particular logo in any of my business card or in any of my templates, I can basically just print this in any kind of page or any document. Okay, so hope you guys have understood this class on how to create your own logo. You guys can also create different elements. Okay, I have did for a tech company, so you guys can also do for yourself. Okay, so Canva is quite easy and fun to work with. Okay, so here you can see the tech icons, so you guys can always work on this particular place. Okay, and you guys can download, or if you just want to upload any kind of shapes. Okay, so here they're showing me only the graphic. If I want to see any kind of pictures, I can see different pictures as well. Okay, so here are different pictures, and here if I again come to the apps option, and from the app option, if I go to the background, and here if I write technology, and if I search from here, you guys can see I do have this one as well. So basically here now you guys can see I do have a background for this one as well. Okay, so you guys can also work with all of these things here. So if I choose this one, around here, I can actually choose what kind of color do I want. Okay, so I will just remove the background for now. I will delete this because without a background, it looks quite good. Okay, so hope to see you all in the next chapter where I'll be telling you guys about few of the tips and tricks when you work in the Canva application to make your work faster and to give you guys some advanced tips. Okay, so see you all in the next chapter on Canva. Hello everyone and welcome you all to another chapter of Canva tutorial. So now we are on our chapter number 6 and here I'll be giving you guys few of the tips and tricks which you can learn in Canva. Okay, so which are few of the basic things which will give you some good effects and few of the shortcuts which I'll be telling you how you can actually work on with that and to give some realistic appearance to your content or your graphic in Canva. I'll be telling you guys how to do that. Here I'll be explaining you guys about text effect, image drop shadow, how you can basically drag and drop directly from the Google Chrome or any other search engine, and also how you can create an outline on images and selecting multiple layers. So we'll be learning about all of this here in this particular class. So let's not waste time and let's get started with this particular chapter here. So here you guys can see I am directly in my workspace. Okay, so from here I'll come to style and I will select this particular background. And with my text, I will be writing a particular text from here. So I do have this particular text box. One I'll delete and this one I'll keep. So from here I will write, welcome you all to the Canva tutorial. Okay, so I do have this particular thing here. Okay, I do have this particular text. Now I will increase the size gradually from this one. Okay, I will just increase the size from here. And basically I will come here again in this draw option and also align it in the center. Okay, so I can also increase the size. So I will keep this one somewhere in the middle. Okay, now what I can do is by selecting this particular thing from here, suppose I want to basically change the text from here. Okay, I want to add some effect. Okay, so here I can just basically select this text box, and if I come to effects, you guys can see that I do have different type of effects here. Okay, so if I want to add any kind of shadows here, I can add shadows. If I want to use none, I'll just click on this one. Here you can select all of these options which are available here. Okay, and here you guys can see the glitch option, the neon. Okay, so first let's look at the shadow option from here. Okay, so here basically if I just zoom in a little bit, so let me just zoom in. Here you guys can see that I do have a shadow here. Okay, so I will just increase the offset from here. You guys can see, and in what direction I do want, I can also check that. Okay, so maybe I'll select the direction from here. And if I want to blur this one little bit, I can do the blur, and I can also check the transparency from here. Okay, so this is the option if I want to do add a shadow. Okay, so not only that, you guys can come here and you guys can also select what color you want your shadow to be. Okay, so I'll come here and it is redirecting me to this color document here. Okay, so if I want it in red color, I can select this particular red color from here, or if I do want it in green, I can select green color. So here you guys can check that I do have this particular shadow over here. Okay, so this is about the use of shadow. And now if I do come here, okay, if I come to this echo option again, or if I go to the glitch option, from here also you can check the offset. Here you can see it is giving you kind of a glitch effect, and you can check the direction if I'm changing, how it's changing. Okay, so I'll keep it somewhere here. And instead of this color, maybe I'll check, click on this one. Okay, so here you can see the color of the glitch. Okay, so I can choose between this or this one. So maybe I'll choose this one for now. And if I want to do any kind of curve, here I can also do the curve. Okay, if I want to bring any changes to the shape, I can do that as well. But I'll select this one only. Okay, so here are a few of the options. If you want this one to be in a neon color, you guys can do that as well. Okay, from here, basically, you guys can actually set the intensity. If you want to highlight this one, you guys can do that as well. Okay, come here in the draw option, select this tool, and bring down here in the middle. Okay, so you can also put this neon effect as well in your text. Okay, so this is one thing which you can use in your work. Once you select this text option, from here you will get this effects box, and from the effect box you guys will get all of this option which you can use it according to yourself. So now the second thing which we are going to see is how you can actually drop shadow in an image. Okay, so how you can basically put that. So for that, first I'll go to my elements, and from my elements what I'll do is I'll write football. Okay, so I'll write football and I'll click on enter. So here you guys can see I do have different type of graphics here. Okay, so I will click to see all. Okay, so basically from here what I'll choose is I'll select this particular football from here, and I will select this one and I'll bring this one somewhere here. Okay, so here basically you guys can see that I do have a football here, but what I'm going to do is I'll click on this edit image option from here, and here you guys can see once I clicked on this, I do have a particular drop down menu from here. Okay, so from here I can actually, so here you guys can see actually I don't have the drop shadow option here. Okay, just because this is not a photo or this is not an image, this is basically a graphic. So what I'm going to do is I'll select this one and I will delete this. Okay, again come to the elements option, and now I will basically go to the photos, and here what I'll do is from here now I will search football. Okay, so here I do have that option here, and from here now I will basically see which one do I want to select. Suppose I will select this first one from here. Okay, so I have selected this one, and now I will just crop this one. I will keep this one here, and this one I will delete. Okay, so as I do have this one right now, what I can do is I will come here, go to the edit photo option, and from this edit photo option, I'll go to the effects option. So from effects, I will come here, and now what I will do is I will select the drop option. So as you can see, once I have clicked here in the drop option, here you can see a drop down effect here. Okay, so basically this kind of effect you guys can get. Okay, and from here under the shadow option, I can come here again, and I can also check increase or decrease the size. I can actually select the blur effect. If I want to change the angle, I can change the angle, and here you guys can see I can basically edit this particular photo quite easily. Okay, I can check the intensity and everything as such. Not only photos, if I search any other things as well, suppose I will write shoes. Okay, and I will select a particular shoe from here. Suppose I will take this red Converse from here. I will decrease the size of this photo. I will bring this one here. And now I will again go to the edit photo option. And from this option, I will come to the shadows again. And I will select the drop shadow option. Okay, so here you guys can see it is giving a realistic view by giving a drop shadow here. If you guys can't see, then I'll just zoom in for you all. Okay, so here you guys can see it is giving a realistic view. And again, if I come to this option right here, okay, select this, go to the edit photo. And now if I come here, if I select none, okay, so here you guys can see the difference. Okay, so I have selected none from here, and here if I select the drop shadow option, I can select how I want to do it. Okay, I can select the angle, I can select the distance, the intensity of the image. I can do all of this basically from here. Okay, so this is the use of the drop shadow. Here you can see here they do have a drop shadow as well here. Okay, so now this is how you guys can basically do this one. And now let's come and let's see how you can basically drag and drop from directly from Chrome. Basically what we do is most of the time we will just download the photo into our system and then we'll bring it in our Canva. Okay, but here you guys don't have to do that. I'll just zoom out a little bit from here. Okay, so I'll just zoom this one out. And now here I'll be adding an image. Okay, so I'll go to my Chrome from here. As you can see, I have searched free images by Pixabay, that I don't get any kind of copyright issues. Okay, so Pixabay is basically providing you with different type of free images here, okay, which you can use in your work to do editing or for any purposes. So these are a few of the free images okay, which you guys can download. Okay, so I will just take this particular image. Suppose I will take this image, and from here, what I can do is I can drag this one in my Canva, and I can just paste this one directly here. Okay, as you guys can see, I do have this particular image from here. And now I will come here, select this one, or I'll just move this one a little bit from here. I will put this one on top. And here you can see I do have the image right here as well. And I can basically zoom this one in and zoom this one out. Here you guys can see that one. And if you want to edit this particular photo from here, you guys can actually edit the photo from here as well. Okay, so maybe I'll select the glow option from here. So here you guys can basically see I do have this image right around here. Okay, so this is how you can actually work on with the images directly from the Google as well. You don't have to download it just to practice. Okay, so if you're practicing in Canva, you guys can directly come here and do that as well. Okay, so now let's see how you can create an outline on images. Okay, suppose I will come here in the image option and I'll go to element option first and I'll write man and I'll search. Okay, so here you guys can see I do have a particular picture here. So what I'll do is I'll just select this from here. And for me, I always double click. That's why I do create 2 or 3 images at the same time. So here you can see I have selected this particular image from here. And now if I go to this edit photo option, now again, I will come up here, adjustment option, and I can do some basic editing of the image from here. Okay, you guys can see I can change the sharpness, clarity, the saturation, shadows, a few of the things you guys can do from here as well. Okay, but here if I want to crop this one, I can also crop this one as well. Okay, I will select the auto option and I will just decrease this size again. Okay, to show you guys this one, I was trying to bring this one kind of this one. Okay, so I do have this. Come to this edit photo option and from here go to the shadows and again go to the outline option. So here you guys can see now I do have an outline just here in my image. Okay, so what I can do is I can select the outline. Okay, how deep I want my outline to be. Okay, I can select the outline, the blur effect I can select from here. Okay, and also the angle. Okay, I can also select the angle. If I want to use the distance, I can do that. And here I do have the intensity as well. Okay, I can actually I will decrease the intensity. And basically you can also choose the color of this particular outline here. Okay, so here you guys can see I do have a particular outline. So I want to color that one as red or maybe something in this blue color. Okay, so here you can see I do have an outline just around my image. Okay, so maybe if I zoom in, you guys will be able to see the outline here. Okay, so it is just differentiating the main object, okay, or this particular image from the background. Okay, so this is how you guys can do that. If you're making any kind of banner or anything as such, you guys can actually differentiate your main or the primary object from here as well. Okay, suppose if you do have any kind of background in any images. Suppose I do have this image right here and I'll delete this one and I'll keep this image right here. So if I come here and if I go to the image option and here you can see I do have the option for background remover. Okay, so this is basically given a pro thing by Canva to the pro users. Okay, if you're using a Canva Pro, then you can basically do that one. So here you can see it will take some time and it have identified what is the main object in the image, and according to that it have removed the background from this particular image. So now I can actually fit this image wherever I want to put. I can do that as well. So this is a good thing by Canva. So if you want to use this particular feature, you guys can also use the pro version for yourself. Okay, so here, as you guys can see, I do have many layers here. Okay, so now I'll be telling you guys how you can select multiple layers. Okay, so now I will just put this one here. Okay, on top of this one, I'll put this here. Okay, again, I will put this one somewhere here, and I will put this one somewhere on the top. Okay, so I'll put here. So here you can see I do have all these images at the same place. Okay, so what I can do is, as I do have multiple images at the same time, what I need to do is I just need to click on Control from my keyboard. And now here you guys can see it will select according to the layers. Okay, so the first or on the top, I do have my text layer and I'm clicking on Control and my mouse. And if I just click here, you can see now I do have my image on the next panel. Okay, so now if I click on this one, I do have in this image, and right now I do have here on my whole frame. So you can repeat that same process again and again if you want to select any particular thing. Suppose from here, now it's quite hard for me to choose the image which is just behind my text. In that case, what I can do is I will just click on Control and I will keep on selecting this one. Okay, so I will select this layer from here, and now I will just move this layer down from here. And in that case, if I want to select this particular image, okay, so for that I will again click on Control, and here you can see I do have that image, and I will bring this one down. Again, come here, click here, and here I do have this one again. Okay, I can just move this one like that. So I'll just zoom out again and I'll put all this here in a sequence. So I hope you guys have understood this class quite well. You guys have understood what are the tips and tricks that I shared with you, and hope you guys can use this particular features in your work while you are working on Canva. So hope to see you all in the next class where I'll be showing you guys how you can actually create a project or a design for Instagram post. Okay? Hope to see you all in the next class. Till then, take care and goodbye, everyone. Hello, everyone, and welcome you all to another chapter on the Canva tutorial. Okay, so now we are on our chapter number 7, and here I'll be showing you how you can create an Instagram post in Canva. Okay, so I'll be telling you guys how you can make your own design and how to select the size. Okay, I'll be showing you guys how you guys can do that. Okay, different ways of doing that. Okay, but I'll be showing you guys from the scratch. Okay, that I won't be using any kind of template from Canva, which they have. But you guys can use basically. I'll be showing you guys how to get access to all that as well. Okay, so let's not waste time and let's get started with this particular chapter here. So here, as you guys can see, I'm in my homepage of Canva. So basically what you guys can do is you guys can directly come to the templates, and from the templates you guys can come here and you guys can search. Suppose I want to search coffee. Okay, so here I will be making a kind of Instagram post where I'll be promoting a particular coffee shop, okay, or a restaurant's business, okay. For me, I will be creating it for a coffee shop. So for that, I am searching coffee here. So all the templates related to coffee will I'll get here right now, okay. So it might take some time here, okay, to load, but it will eventually load and show me what all are the templates do I have here. Okay, I'll go back from here. Let's try to check these templates again. So here you guys can basically see that I do have different templates over here. Okay, so here are different kind of templates from where you guys can basically choose. Okay, so here you can see it's an off page, or you were making this one, like this is just a normal image. And this one here is just a normal coffee shop grand opening image here. Okay. And this are a few of the guidelines, how to make your espresso. Okay. So for me, I will be making something like this one. Okay. So here basically you guys can see that it is 50% off, order now. I'll be adding an address and I'll be putting that one. Okay. So I won't be taking any templates here, but basically I'm just showing you guys that I'll be making something like this. But here, instead of coffee, if you guys want to make anything for a restaurant, okay? So let's see some of the templates for restaurants as well. Okay? So here you guys can see these are few of the templates for a restaurant. Okay, so this is how you guys can actually make your own as well. Okay, so I'll again go back here And as I told you that I'm going to start it from the scratch, in that case, what I'm going to do is I'll click on create design, and here I will write Instagram post. Okay. And here, once I click on Instagram post, here you guys can see I do have a option. Okay. Do I want it in a portrait shape or I want it in square? Okay. So basically Instagram post, if I take it in square, it's 1080 into 1080 pixels. And here, if I want to take it in a portrait, it's 1080 into 1350 pixels. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this portrait mode only. Now they'll be creating a particular workspace for me where I can start working. Okay. So yes, I do have my particular thing here. Okay. So now, first thing first, what I'm going to do is I'll come here on the styles option and I'll check what all color do I need. Okay. So before that, suppose I will come to the elements option, and from the elements, I will be going to the photos option. Okay. So I will search coffee from here. Okay. And I'll click on enter. And from here, basically, I'll be selecting one image. Okay. Suppose I want to use this particular image or this particular background. So for that, what I can do is I will select this from here. I will delete this one. Okay. So here you guys can see I do have this. I can basically put this one from here. Okay, so this is the one which I will put here. And again, I will keep this one here. So I do have my background already here. Okay, so here you guys can see this will be the background of my design first. So from here I have selected, and here you guys can see there are different others as well. Okay, so from here now I will again go on top. I will go on top, and from here I want to upload some images. Okay, so suppose I will come here. If I want to upload any files, I'll click on upload files, and it will redirect me to my page here. And from here, basically, I do have few images. So I'll select all of these images. I'll click on open, and here it is getting imported here. Okay, so here you guys can see my image right here is getting imported. So now what I want to do is I don't want to directly put this particular image right here. Okay, what I want to do is instead of putting it directly down here, I'm going to make some frames here. Okay, so you guys basically know how we can do that. Come to the elements option, go back. Okay, so directly from the elements, you guys can search frames. Okay, and click on enter, and here you guys can see I do have frames of different style. Okay, so suppose one frame I will put somewhere here, and the other one I will put let's take this size. Okay, so let's put one here. So yeah, I do have both of this frame here. Basically, come to the uploads option, and from here the first thing I will be choosing is I'll be dragging and dropping this particular image here. So here you guys can see basically I do have this image over here. Okay, so what I can do is if I want to actually move this particular image box here, I can basically move this image box from here. Okay, so this one is that. I will just keep this one somewhere down here. And now again, I do have another image as well, where I will be just dragging and dropping this image here. Okay, so here you can see I do have both of my image as well. Okay, so here I have this image, and here I do have this particular image. So now I have put my image as well, and I have fit this one properly as well. Okay, if you want to increase the size from here, you guys can increase the size from here as well. Okay, if you want to increase the size of this one, you guys can do that as well. Okay, so I do have this, and yeah, this one looks quite fine. Okay, so now what I will do is, so again, come back to the elements option, and from the elements option, go back or just clear this one out. And from here, basically, you can search ribbon. Okay, so if I search ribbon from here, and I'll click on this, and here you guys can see I do have many graphics ribbon. So from here, maybe I will just choose this one, and I will keep this one somewhere here. Okay, and I will just increase the size of my ribbon from here. Okay, and I will put this one here. Now, what I'm going to do is come here into the text option, and from here, I will click add a text box. But here in this particular text box, what I'm going to do is I will keep this one somewhere here. Okay, in the middle of this one. And I will write special, special offer. Okay, so I'll write this one from here, and what I'm going to do is I'll select this whole text, and now I'll increase the font size from here, and I'll increase this one, choose the appropriate font from here. Okay, so check which one basically looks good. Maybe I'll take the I'll choose and I'll select different one. Okay, I'll be selecting which one looks better. So yeah, this one kind of looks good. I'll be selecting a color as well. Okay, so basically if I choose this color looks quite good, I guess. Okay, so I'll keep this one in middle, and I will select this, and I will decrease the size of this one from here. So maybe I will keep this one somewhere on top and this one in the middle. So here you guys can see I do have my this one ready. And now again, I'll be creating another text box. Okay. So I'll be just naming the coffee shop. So what I can actually name this particular coffee shop. So basically I can see that I do need more space. In that case, what I'm going to do is I will just decrease the size of all of this from here. Maybe I'll decrease it from here as well. Okay, so I will keep this one somewhere here. And now I will name the coffee shop from here. So I'll just add a text box. And suppose I have named my coffee shop as coffee, or not cafe, or like not coffee, it should be cafe robusta or cafe mocha. Okay, so I will save this particular name from here. And what I'm going to do is I will change the font from here. So I will select this particular text, and now I will just change the font size. Maybe I'll keep it 82. And from here, I can check which type of font I do want here. Okay, so this font kind of looks good. So what I'm going to do is I will bring this one somewhere here, and I will just increase this one. Okay, but here I'll be just changing the text color. So let's see what suits. Okay, so this one kind of looks good. Okay, and now I will be putting out the buy one and get one. Okay, so here I'll be putting buy one and get one. For that, I need another text box here, and I'll write buy one, get one free. Okay, so I have posted this as well. I will just move this one somewhere here, and I'll also put another text box here. And right here, what I'm going to do is I will again come here. Okay, so I'll bring this one here, select this particular text box. So I'll write here offer, offer is offer is only available on this month. Okay, so I do have this as well. Okay, so I will click on this one, and now I will select this particular text from here, and I will decrease the text size from here. Okay, so basically I will just move this one down a little bit. I will change the color from here. Okay, so here you guys can see what all color has been used. So maybe if I choose this color but with a different font, it will look quite good. Okay, so let's select different fonts from here. Okay, so this font looks quite good. So yeah, this one is ready. So here you guys can basically see, and here if I want to put any type of graphics, I will search coffee from here, and I'll click on this one, and here you can see I will come to this graphic option, and from this graphic option what I can do is maybe I will select something from here. Okay, so I will keep this one here. I will just decrease or increase the size from here, bring this one here, and I will just place this one somewhere here. Okay, so this is how it basically looks. And I can also add some of the coffee beans. Okay, if I want to, from here. Okay, I will just decrease the size, and I will put it somewhere here. Okay, so this is how we can basically work. And yeah, I am all done with my post here. Okay, so here you guys can do a lot of things, add your address and so many things. For me, I just did to show you guys. Okay, so here in this particular class, I have shown you how you can make a promotional post for your Instagram. Okay, so for your Instagram post. So this is about a cafe where I am just promoting them. So yeah, I hope you guys have understood this one. Okay, so I'll just save this one from the downloads, and I will save it this one in a JPEG format. Okay, so I will click on JPEG, and here is the particular size, and this one is the quality. So I will click on download, and here you can see I am just saving this particular word. Okay, so now it is getting downloaded. So I'll just click the file where I want it to get downloaded. So I want this to get downloaded here. I will just rename it. So I'll name is that this one as Instagram post, and I will just save this one. Okay, so here it is being downloaded. Let's see here. Okay, so here I do have this one. Okay, so this is the one which I have just created. So here you guys can see this is basically the post which I have just now created. So hope you guys have liked this one and understood how you can actually start on with your Instagram post, like what are the different features you guys can do and how you can actually make a business promotional video from the scratch. Okay, so this is how you guys can basically start off. So hope to see you all in the next class. where we'll be learning how you can actually create a YouTube channel art in Canva. Okay, so we'll be learning about all that in detail in next class. Till then, take care and goodbye, everyone. Hello everyone and welcome you all to another chapter of Canva tutorial. So now we are on our chapter number 8 and here we'll be learning how you can actually create a YouTube banner in Canva. Okay, so here I'll be explaining you guys each and everything about how you can actually create a YouTube banner. So if you do have a YouTube channel or you're creating it for any of your client, you guys can do that using this particular tools and all these templates. Okay, so I'll be showing you guys both ways of how you can do that. Okay, there are pre-existing templates which are already there, some images. Okay, so I'll be choosing from that. Okay, and also I'll be showing you guys how to make it from the scratch. Okay, by taking some image, uploading that, and after that making one. Okay, so we'll be learning all of this here in this particular lesson. So let's not waste time and let's get started with this particular chapter here. So here, as you guys can see, that I'm in my home page of Canva. So from here, what I'm going to do is first I will come here in this create design options. Okay, so I will click on this one and sometimes it might take some time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will be writing YouTube banner. So once I have written this YouTube banner, you guys can see I do have a particular size here. Okay, so here you guys can see for YouTube banner, the size is 2560 into 1440 pixels. Okay, so this is the standard size, but you can also customize according to yourself as well. Okay, so I will click on this one and now it will just create a YouTube banner for me. So I'll come here, I will just rename this one as YouTube banner and I'll come to this particular page. Okay, so here you guys can see there are different templates which you can use for your YouTube channel. Okay, so what I'm going to make is I'm going to make a YouTube banner for a tech channel. Okay, so in that case, what I'm going to do first is I will come to my elements option, and from my elements option, now what I'm going to do is I will be choosing a shape. Okay, so from here, maybe I will write rectangle. Okay, so I will select this particular shape. As you can see, I do have a particular shape here. Okay, so I will actually set the size according to this one. Okay, so I will just select this particular size. And from here, now I have selected this. I'll click on this color option and I will select no color here. Okay, so basically I don't have any color here now in this particular box. And from here, I will also check the outline. Okay, so I will just put a normal outline. So here, this one is basically a normal outline, which is just helping me to keep that in mind that I have to work in this particular panel. So this is working as a ruler or a grid for me in this particular panel. So I'll come here in this draw option, take my selection tool and move it around here somewhere in the center. Okay, so I will keep it here in the perfect center. Okay, so I do have this one. And now the first thing what I'm going to do is now I will be taking an image from here. Okay, so now first I will create a logo, suppose, and for that again come to the elements option. And from here, right now, you guys can type frames. Okay, so I will select frames and I do have this one. I will select this and I will actually feed this one into this particular box here. Okay, so I will just zoom this one and here. Okay, so I will delete this. So here you guys can see I do have a frame here as well. Now what I'm going to do is, as I don't have any logo yet, in that case what I'm going to do is I'll come here and I'll search logo for tech and I'll click on enter. So here you guys can see I do have different graphics. So from graphics, basically I will be selecting a logo from here. Suppose I want this logo. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to zoom this one and I want to put this particular logo somewhere here or inside this one, or I will delete this and I'll directly drag and drop this one here. Or instead of choosing this particular frame, I will delete this. I'll directly take this particular logo from here and I will just zoom this one and I will fit this one inside my box. So here you guys can see I do have this particular box here. And now the next thing what I'm going to do is I'll again come to the elements option, and from here I will be going to the photos option. So from photos, as I'm making it for a tech company, in that case, I'll be writing tech. Okay, tech. And I'll click on enter. So here you guys can basically see I do have different options right above here. So what I can do is I can bring this image here and I will just check, or I'll just fill this particular box from here. I will increase the size and I'll come here. And now, as you guys can see, I do have this particular image here and I have basically selected this whole frame here. Okay, so I will just maintain this one. So this is going to be the background of my template. Now, what I want to do is once I've selected this, I will come to the position option. And from the position option, what I want to do is I want this background to go backward. Okay, so here you can see I have sent this one backward and I do have this. And now I want this particular box as well. Okay, so now what I can do is I will click on this one. And I'll come here. I'll again come here. So here you guys can see I do have this particular logo. So once I have selected this particular logo, if I want to change the color of this logo, I'll come here. And here you guys can basically see what all color has been used in this particular photo. So by default, it is showing me that what all colors do I have here. Okay, so maybe I will select something in red or something. And here also I do have many options here. Okay, so if I want to edit this particular image, I can edit this one as well. Okay, so I'll click here. Maybe I'll go back here again and I'll click control. And here you guys can see I do have this particular box as well. So now from here, what I can do is I'll come to this text option. And from here, I will be adding a text box here. Okay, so maybe I will type Oris Tech. Okay, so I'll write Oris and I'll write Tech. Okay, so here as you can see, I have wrote the Oris Tech, and now I will actually increase the font size basically from here. So here you can see I am increasing the font size from here, and I will increase it as much as I want. So from here I will increase, and yeah, this kind of looks good, and I will just position this particular thing here just beside this one. Okay, so here as you guys can see I do have this one. Now I do have this thing as well. Okay, so I have selected this text and now I want to add different type of fonts. Okay, whatever looks good I will be using that particular font from here. Okay, so I can also search from here. So basically maybe I'll take something in this one. Okay, so here you can see I do have my Oris Tech like this, or instead of in small letter, I will come and I'll write Oris Tech, and I will take this one from here and I will increase the size from here. So I have selected this particular box and I will keep it somewhere aligned here. Okay, so now I am aligned to this one as well. If I want to move it, I can move it as well. So I'll come here to the text color option and I will select the particular text color. So whatever basically looks good here in my text, I will use that particular color. Suppose if I am selecting all of this, I will choose this color, and let's see the preview how it actually looks. It doesn't look that great, but again I'll select this one, come here and check out with all these colors from here. If I am taking something in blue, so I'll take this one and I will see that how it looks when this one is in blue. Okay, So here you can see I can change the color, something like this as well. Suppose I will again take this one and I will select only this, and I can change the color from here as well. Okay, so I'll take this and all this other letter, I will take something in red, and here I will take red as well. Okay, so here you guys can see how it basically looks. Okay, so now I do have this frame here. Now what I'm going to do is, if I want to add any kind of background to this, I will select this particular layer and I can also add a background here. So once I come to the effects option, here I do have the shadow option or this background option. So here you guys can see I do have the background option right here. So as I have selected this, I will come here and I will just align it to the line as well. Okay, and I will select the background color from here. Okay, so I will come again here into the text option. Okay, go to the effects, and from effects you guys can actually change the color. Suppose I want a black color, I can choose the black color, and I can actually change the transparency of this one as well. Okay, so maybe I just want the transparency to be something like this. So in that case, I will write this one. So here you guys can see I do have my logo, I do have my text. Okay, so here maybe I'll come and I will just select this one. Okay, maybe I will take a white color. Again, come to this effects option. Okay, and I can also change the roundness, or I can also change the spread. Okay, so here I will be able to change the spread as well from here, and also the roundness. Okay, so I want this one to this round, and I will also increase this one from here, and I will actually decrease the transparency till this much. Okay, so yeah, till this much is done. So as you can see, this is just going to be my YouTube banner. Okay, but now what I want to do is I want to change this color. Okay, again I will come here and I'll select white text over all of this. Okay, so white text looks kind of good for me because of the background. Okay, and I'll also change this one to dark black. Okay, so I will change this one to black. And here you can see this is just a very simple YouTube banner. Now what I can do is I will come here to the elements option, and here basically I can actually put all of my Facebook and all of these icons. So I'll come here and I'll type Facebook. And here you can see I do have the Facebook logo. So I'll click enter, or I'll just go back. Okay, so I want graphics. So in graphics, I'll write Facebook. And here you can see I do have the Facebook icon here. Okay, what I'll do is I'll just decrease the size of this one, and I will put this one somewhere here. Okay, and now if I do have an Instagram account, I will write Instagram. And here you can see I do have the Instagram icon here as well. Okay, so here as you can see I do have the Instagram icon. So I will put the Instagram icon somewhere here. And if I do have a Twitter account, I will again write Twitter. I'll click on enter, and here you can see I do have the Twitter logo as well. Okay, so I'll move this one, just decrease the size of this Twitter logo. And from here, again, if I want to add any kind of thing as well, suppose if I do have a website, I can also search website from here. Okay, so I'll write website and I'll click on enter. So let's see what all option will I get here. So maybe I will just change it. Okay, so I will come here again and I will try to see what all I have option here. Okay, so I will bring this one here and I will decrease the size as well. So here you guys can see I do have this fourth thing. Now, the thing what I'm going to do is I will search here for YouTube. Okay. So I'll just search YouTube and I'll click on enter. So here you guys can see I do have the YouTube icon here. Okay. So I will first add this one. Okay. So first I will add this share button and I'll also decrease the size of this share button from here. And now I will also take the subscribe button. So here with the bell icon, I do have this and I'll put this one somewhere here as well. And I will decrease the size and I will keep this one somewhere here. And now I just want a YouTube thing here. So for this one, I will keep this one on top and I will decrease the size and I will keep this one somewhere here. Maybe I will decrease the size from this end. So here you guys can see I am basically done with my page. So what I need to do is I need to come to the text option from here and I want to add a text box. So I will bring this one here. And now basically what I can do is I will just duplicate this particular layer from here. Okay. And here I will just duplicate this one. Again, I will click here and I will duplicate this layer again. So I will duplicate this. So I'll just put the address from where they can basically find me in what all platform. So I will come here. So in Facebook, it is Oris Tech. So it's Oris Tech. And here also I will write Oris Tech. And here in my Twitter handle, it is Oris Tech Ltd. And I'll just give our website. It's www.oristech.in. Okay, so this is the website. So I do have here. So now what I can basically do is I can change the color from here. Okay, suppose I want this one to be in a different format. In that case, I'll come here. First, I will select this one. And now from here, what I can do is I can basically select the text color. Okay, so come here and maybe I want this one in red. And yeah, this one I do have in red right now. Okay, but this doesn't look that great when this one is in red. So I'll make it a little bold and I will just increase the size a little bit from here. The same thing here as well. Come here and I will click on this color. Okay, and increase the size from here. Okay, I will increase the size till this much. Again, take this and I can actually put the color here. Okay, come to this option, take the red color. Okay, and actually I will be able to align this accordingly. Okay, so here I will align this and yeah, this one looks quite fine. And again, come here, select this whole particular text from here and again change the size from here and change the color as well. So I'll just repeat this process from here. So I'll select this whole text and from here now again I'll just increase the size and I will change the color. Suppose I want the red color, come here and click on this one. And here you guys can see I do have this one in red color. But if I want to change the color as this one is not quite visible, first I want something in something to be in bold. Okay, so I will choose the intro rust. Same here, I will come here and again I will choose the intro rust option. So I will come here, I will select intro rust. So I do have this here and again I will come here, select this one. So just keep in mind that whenever you're working on this particular application, make sure that you choose your font style and font size from before. Otherwise, you guys might get confused, like the way I'm getting kind of confused here. Okay, which one to use and which one to not use. Okay, so again, come here, select the whole text and come to this intro Rust. Okay, so I do have this. I'll keep this one somewhere here. If I want to increase the size, I will increase. Okay, so I'll just here back. I will increase the size of this as well. So I'll just keep this one somewhere here. And here also I'll just increase the size of this one. Okay. So here you guys can see I am done with my logo here. So this is the YouTube banner which I have created. Okay, so you guys can do it according to yourself. So there are many pre-existing graphics and pre-existing styles which you guys can use while making this one. So this is the simplest version of a YouTube banner which you guys can create and also save it into your system. Come here, go to download, and from PNG you guys can basically download this one. Okay, so I'll just download this in a PNG format. I'll click on download, and here you can see this particular thing is getting downloaded. Okay, so once it is getting downloaded, it will again show you a pop-up bar that in your system where do you want to basically save it. Okay, so here as you can see, I have named this one as YouTube banner. So I'll come here down and I will just save this into my resource file. So I'll just save this into my resource file, and hope you guys have understood this particular class on how to create a YouTube banner. So hope to see you all in the next class where we'll be learning about the dripping effect in Canva. Okay, so we'll be learning about that in the next class. So see you all and take care and goodbye everyone. Hello everyone and welcome you all to another chapter of the Canva tutorial. So now we are on our chapter number 9, and here I'll be explaining you guys about the drip effect and what all the fonts that you can use for your template or for your design. Okay, so I'll be giving you guys few of the templates of how and in what condition you should use, because as we do have so many fonts, sometimes we do get confused which one to use. So I have selected few of the fonts from Canva, and I'll be telling you guys about that, how you can use that and in what scenarios you guys can use all of those. Basically, you guys can actually work with those fonts. Also, you can check out which one suits you the best. Okay, but I'm just giving you an overview for what purpose you guys can use all of this. Okay, and also about the drip effect I'll be showing you. So let's not waste time and let's get started with this particular chapter here. So here, as you guys can see, I'm in the home page. So from here, basically what I'll do is I'll come to create design, and from this create design option, I'll check the whiteboard option. And inside this one, I'll be showing you guys how you can actually put on different colors or different things from here. Okay, so as you can see, I do have this box here, and now I'll go to the elements option, and from the elements option, what I'll do is I'll search fruit. So let's see what all fruit I do have here. Okay, so from graphics, I'll choose. So here, as you can see, I do have many of this here. Otherwise, I will come to photos and I'll check different type of things here. Okay, so as I do have these cherries here, I will bring these cherries somewhere here. I will delete one, and this one I will delete. And now I do have only one. And in that case, I will just decrease the size. Okay, so I don't want to crop, but I just want to decrease the size of this one. Okay, so I'll just move this one on top here. So as you can see, I do have two cherries here. So here, if I want to put the dripping effect, what I can do is I can again come here to the elements option, and from the elements option, I can search drip effect. Okay, so here, as I do have this drip effect option, so here you guys can see I do have different type of graphic for that. So I will check all of this from here. Okay, so as you can see, I do have different things here and different type of drip effects. So basically what I can do is, suppose I want to use this one. Okay, so here I have selected this, and now I will come here I'll cancel this one and I can select a color for this. Suppose this one is in red and I can select a red color here as well. So here, as you can see, I do have all of this drift effect down here. So basically what I want to do is I want to show that this one is dripping, and I'll come here and I will position this one at the back. So come here in the position option, and from here I will send this one backward, and now I will just arrange this from here. And here you can see I do have a particular drip effect from here. So basically you guys can add drip effect. Come to the edit photo option. Suppose if I want to darken the color, okay, I can do that. If I want to use the drop shadow, I can use the drop shadow as well. And I will also put some glow here. Okay, so here you guys can see I have put the glow here as well. Again, I'll come to this option here, and here you can see I do have different effects as well. So here, if I want to blur it a little bit, I can check the intensity of the blur from here. So this is how we guys can basically put some drip effect, and also I will edit this panel as well. Okay, so from here, if I come and if I want to liquify this one, I can do the liquefaction from here. So here I will open this liquefy option, and this one is connected. So here you guys can see I do have different type of drip options down here. Okay, so maybe I will select this flow one. Again, come here. And from this one, what I can do is I will go to the edit photo option, and from photo option, I will select and I will do the background remover. I'm using the background remover from here. So here now you guys can basically see I have removed the background, and well, I have added this one here. Suppose I want to add a different drip effect here. Okay, suppose if I just take a banana. And here, as you can see, I do have the banana here, and I'll take this particular graphic and I'll put this one here. And now I will search for a drip effect. Okay, if I want to take this drip effect from here, so here I will take the drip effect. I will also decrease the size from here. And now I will also change the color from here. So I will take this color somewhat to yellow. Okay, as you can see, what all color has been used. Okay, so maybe I will keep this one somewhere here, or I will just match this particular color, or I'll select this one and I will just zoom this one here, and I'll decrease the size. And here you guys can see, once I have arranged the color here, I have put this one here. Okay, so I'll delete this one. Maybe come to this option here. Again, go to the edit photo. I don't want the blur. Okay, so I want it like this. And come here to the drip effect option. Okay, so from here, again, I will select this color, and I can also do some modification from here. Okay, so this drip effect looks quite realistic. Okay, so here you guys can see I'll just decrease the size. So I can also duplicate this particular layer. Suppose I want to duplicate this one here. Okay, and also I want to put on some rotation here. So here you guys can see I am putting on some rotation as well in this particular part. And here I will just duplicate this layer as well from here. So here basically you guys can check out the drip effect from here. Okay, so you can actually join this one. And if I come here again, if I want to put some drift effect here as well, first I'll delete this and I will come here and I will decrease the size of this one, and I want to put some drip effect here. So I'll come here. Again, I will go to the edit image and I can select the liquefy option from here. Okay, so maybe I'll choose this one. And once I go to the color option, here you can see what all color has been used here. Okay, in this particular image. So whatever suits the best, I will choose that particular color from here. Okay. So here you can basically get a drip effect. Okay, if I just put this one backward, suppose I want to take this backward, I can check this here and I will send this one to back. So here you can see the drip effect here as well. So I'll copy this one and I'll put this one same here. So here you guys can see, and also I can just click on Alt and I can copy this one. And now I will just rotate this one as well from here. So I can rotate is as much as I want. I will decrease the size. So I will just put the drip here. So basically you guys can actually copy this, then rotate this one and put on your drip effect. Okay, so here you guys can see. And again, I will just do this one here and decrease the size from here. So here you guys can see this is the dripping effect as well. So I hope you guys have understood about the dripping effect from here. Okay, so now we'll be learning what all text fonts you guys can basically use. Okay, so if I come to the text option, so I do have different text options here. Okay, different font styles. So maybe first I will just write a text here. Okay, so I'll write welcome you all to the Canva tutorial. So I have wrote this particular thing down here and I'll just increase the size. So the font which you guys can basically see now, this one is the Canva Sans. So Canva Sans or the Open Sans is basically the default font in Canva. Okay, so this one is can be used. So this one is the Open Sans. And here you can see this is basically the default setting or the default font. And this is quite standard. So if I just want to bold this one, I can click on this one. And here you can see this is quite a basic one. Okay, so this one you guys can use if you are not doing something fancy or if you're just doing some official work. In that case, you guys can basically add this particular font, okay, or use this particular font. And now let's see what all other fonts do I have. Okay, so the next font which I recommend is like if you're making any kind of animation or if you're going to do any kind of cartoon animation or if you're making any kind of graphic in cartoon, you guys can use the Battle Scared Open font. Okay, so this one I also prefer. Okay, so this one looks quite nice. And here you can also change the color of your font. Okay, so here you guys can see I have added some color and this font kind of looks good. So if you're trying to use any kind of graphic or making any cartoon or any kind of animation, you guys can always use this particular font here. So the next font which I'm going to talk about is like suppose you want that in cursive or sometimes we have to put some of our signature or anything as such. In that case, what kind of font should I use? Okay, so in that case, I'll come here and I will simply type signature. Okay, signature from here and I'll click on enter. So here you guys can see I do have different fonts. So I'll choose this particular font. Here you guys can see this font kind of looks good. Okay, so you guys can use this particular set of fonts as well. And this one is quite hard to understand. As you can see, this is the cursive. So if you're putting any kind of signature in any kind of document, you guys can use this basic font. Okay, and after that, let's another font here. So if you want to see any kind of fancy font or in any kind of font which will quite fashionable or which looks quite good, okay, for fashion purposes, in that case, you just need to search the font name as Liana. Okay, so I'll type Liana here and here you can see I do have the Liana font here. Okay, so here you guys can basically see. So I will just bring this one here and I will decrease the size. I'll bring this one somewhere here. So this one is quite a fashionable font which you also can use in your work. Okay, so if you're working on with any kind of fashion page, or you're doing graphic designing for any kind of fashion page, in that case, you guys can use this kind of font as well. So I hope you guys have understood about the Liana font. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a font which you can use in your formal work. Okay, so I will come here and I will type Lato. Okay, so basically I will type Lato. So you can also use this particular font for any kind of formal use. Okay, so in Lato, basically I do have this particular font here. And if I want to make this one bold, this is the Lato font. So you can work or use this one for any kind of formal usage. Suppose if you're designing for any company, or for any corporate companies, you guys can use this. If you're writing any document, or if you're writing your resume, you guys can always check out this particular Lato font, and you guys can use it in your work. Okay, so now let's look at another font which I do have here, is the Libre Baskerville. Okay, so whenever we are trying to create any logo, this particular font looks quite good inside logos. Basically, you guys can also use this one in different places as well, but in logos, this one looks quite great. Okay, so I'll write Libre and I'll write Baskerville. Okay, so here, as you can see, I have searched Libre Baskerville and I will click on enter. And here you can see I do have my page here. So I will apply this one here. So this basically looks quite good. You can also use it for corporate uses. Okay. But inside logo, this one looks quite great. Sometimes if you want to bend our text and anything as such, in that case also, if I want to put some effect, here you can see in curves and everything, this one looks quite good. Okay. So here I can actually decrease the size and everything as such from here. Okay. So I will just go back again, and here I do have two layers. I'll delete all of this. So yeah, I hope you guys have understood this particular class. I have showed you how you can actually add a drip effect, and also how you can use different font styles for different purposes. So in next class, we'll learn about how you can basically find different color palettes and also different font combination with those color palettes. I'll be telling you guys that it will be easy for you guys to start on with your designing and also do some visually appealing designs. Okay, so hope to see you all in the next class. Till then, take care and goodbye everyone. Hello everyone, and welcome you all to another chapter of the Canva tutorial. So now we are on our chapter number 10, and here I'll be telling you guys about the color combinations which you can use. Okay, so if you're creating a design or any kind of a graphic, what all color you can use to make it look good. Okay, because most of the time, if the color is not that great, our picture, it won't look nice. Okay, or our graphic, whatever we are creating. And also in text, we should understand that what color goes in with what color. So here we'll be learning about all of this in this particular class. So let's not waste time and let's get started with this particular chapter here. So as you can see right now, I am here in my homepage or in my workspace. Okay. So from here, what I'm going to do is I'll come here to the elements option, and I'll be taking few shapes here. Okay. So I'll take this shape and I will also open this one, and maybe I will select this from here. Okay. So now we'll check about the color combination. Okay. So what color basically goes with what, or which one? We'll look into all of that here in this particular class. So for that, let me start it with the red color. So I'll select this one and I will put this one a red color here. Okay. So I will just select this, or select this particular box here, and I will select the color as red. So I've selected this one, and on red color, what I'm going to do is, if I try to write here with a green, okay, suppose I do have a grass green or any kind of green, so I will try to do that. I'll again come to my text here, and right here I will type it with green. Okay, so I'll write hello. I'll just increase the text size from here. Okay, so yeah, this much is fine. So red with black, it goes quite well. As you guys can see, this is basically a good combination. But here, instead of this, if I come here and if I change my text to this color, suppose if I change my text to green, it doesn't look that great. And I don't like it basically. Okay. And if I use any blue color as well, it also won't look good. So if I come here and if I select this blue, or I'll come back, I have selected this text and I will select a color from here. I will select the blue color or the blue color from here. Okay. So this combination with this one looks quite good. Okay. And now let me take a blue box from here. Okay. So I'll come here and I will take this blue box. And now I want to check the color combination. So from here, basically, I will select this layer or I will click on Control. And here I want to change the color as well. Okay, so I have selected this, come to the font text color. And now here, if I do put a red color, okay, so suppose I want to check it in red. So this color combination is not good as well. Okay, so from here, and if I also take a orange color, it also won't look that great. Okay, so with blue, what all color we can use? Okay, so I'm only telling you guys about text. I'll be showing you guys about the graphic after this. So here, if I do it with yellow, so in blue, the yellow looks quite good. Okay, it looks quite nice. So we can use all this color from here. And now let's try to see it in black. Okay, so I'll change the shape color to black. And inside black, the yellow looks quite good. And if I use the red as well, okay, suppose I will select a red color here. Okay, so inside black, the red also looks good. And if I come here and if I choose a violet color, okay, so here magenta, pink, so most of this color will look good here with this purple, cobalt, okay. But if I choose this particular set of color, this doesn't go that well with the black color. Okay, so we should refrain this from using. And now let's see for a white box here. Okay, I'll be creating a white box now. And inside a white box, which color goes well with this one? Okay, so now if I take a red color here for my fonts, the red goes quite well. So I will choose here and I will take a red color. So the red one goes quite well with the white background. Then also if I use, so here you guys can see that I do have this one. So this color combination goes quite well. Okay. But here if I just do the vice versa, in that case, that will also look good. But suppose if I do have a red background, okay, suppose I will come here and I will select a red background here, okay, and I want my text to be in black. Okay, so I'll come here and I want my text color to be in black. So in that case, this text doesn't look that great. Okay, so here I do have my text color. Okay, I will select this, come here and choose a black color. So this one doesn't look that appealing. Okay, so here I'll be showing you guys some of the worst color combination which you just should not use and refrain it from using. So from here you guys can see orange and yellow. So this color combination is not good at all. And here you guys can see these are few of the color palettes which you guys should refrain yourself from using. Okay, so this colors doesn't go that well altogether. So these are few of the color combinations which doesn't look good or professional. Okay, so here you guys can see red in the violet or the purple inside the red. This is not also a good combination, and green and yellow also is not a good combination as well. Okay, and here you can see the neon color combination. Okay, so you guys should refrain yourself from using these particular colors when you're doing any type of designing in your text. So this is for text. So here you can look at this particular thing here, and the color combination here is not good. So it doesn't look that great. Okay, so there is nothing wrong with the font or anything as such, but the thing is that this doesn't go quite well with uh, the color, okay, and it doesn't look that professional. So whenever we are making any kind of graphic designing, in that case, we need to make sure that my color is on point, that in one look, it looks quite great, okay. So to give out some professional look to my graphic here, I'll be telling you guys about one website which you guys can always recommend, which is the color gradient. Color gradient. Okay, so from here, basically, you guys will be able to see different color combinations. Okay, so if I come to all, and here you guys can see I do have a website here. Okay, so I will search the color gradient, and from here, I will go to this one. And here you guys can see the combination of colors here. Okay, so here you can see all these colors and choose this one and also see how this basically looks. Okay, so this is one app or this is one website from where you guys can actually see the color combination. Does it go well with any of this? And you guys can copy this one and paste it in our Canva and look. Okay. And let's see another website which is known as Gradient. Okay. And if I search Gradient here, you can see I do have this particular website. Okay. So here you guys can check out different colors and also you can get access to different type of coloring things or color combinations as well. So these are few of the color combinations which you guys can check out and also use it in your work. Okay, but how you're going to use that? You guys need to come here or you just need to keep this one here. And once you keep your mouse here, you guys can click on this and you guys can basically copy the color code and paste it, come in Canva and paste that particular in your element section or in your color place. Suppose if I come here, if I come here, okay, and right now I will just paste this one and here you can see I have got that particular set of color here in my panel. Okay, so this is how you guys can get some color combinations. So I hope you guys have understood this part. Now let's try to understand the different section here. Okay, so now I will just select this one and I'll delete, and I will select this layer and I'll delete this layer as well. So I do have this particular white page again. So here now what I'll do is I will come to the element section and I'll take this particular color wheel. Okay. So while we're making any kind of designing or you're making any logo or anything as such, in that case, sometimes you might be confused that what color you should basically use. Okay. So now in that case, if you are making or you want to use three colors, okay. So in that case, what I basically do is I will select a triangle and I'll just drop that triangle here. Okay. And I will just keep this one and keep it in white color. So here I will just bring my uh, triangle in the exact center. Okay, I will bring this one in the exact center. And now here you can see I do have all my ends here. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to focus on the ends. Okay, so here you can see I do have my ends in yellow, pink, and this sky blue color. So basically I can work or I can take all these three color or the shades from here and I can use it in my project. Okay. So here are this. And now if I just rotate this one as well, suppose if I want to rotate this one, if I just come here somewhere and if I just rotate this, I can rotate this and see. Okay. So now for this one, suppose I will come here and now this three color combination will look good if I'm using only three colors in any of my graphic. So here you guys can see, I'll just zoom out. Okay. So I can use this color shade here. And if I'm rotating here, you can see I will just bring this here somewhere in the middle. So this one violet, this orange, and also this light green color will look good if I am making. So this is how I can actually rotate and check if I'm using three colors. I can check the color combinations from here. Okay. And if I'm using four colors in one particular thing, suppose I'll bring this one here and I will just delete this particular layer. Okay, so I will use this layer and I'll delete this, or I'll delete this one and bring this color palette here in the middle. Okay, in that case, now if I want to take 4 or 5 colors, so I'll take this pentagon and now I can just put it in the center. Okay, so here you can see once I put in the center, I need to concentrate on the edges here. Okay, so red, this particular color, and this mid blue tone, and this light green, and also this particular green will look good if I'm using 5 colors. So this is how you guys can actually understand which all colors you should use and which all colors you should not use. Okay, so you can basically try all of this, because to create a visually appealing design, the color is quite important. Okay, so make sure of that, and hope you guys have understood this particular class here, and hope to see you all in the next class. Till then, take care and goodbye everyone. Hello everyone, and welcome you all to another chapter of the Canva tutorial. So now we are on our chapter number 11, and here I'll be showing you guys how you can generate QR code in Canva. Okay, so here if you do have any particular link, through that link how you will be able to create a QR code for that, I'll be explaining you guys here in this class in detail. Okay, so let's not waste time and let's get started with this particular chapter here. So now, as you guys can see, I'm in the workspace. Okay, I'm basically in the home page, and from here now I'll be creating a design. Okay, so I will just come to customize design, and I will take 1200 into 1200 pixels one page. Okay, so here you can see I do have a rectangle box here. Okay, so here only I'm going to create my QR code. So basically, before creating a QR code, we do always need a link. So without any link, we won't be able to create any QR. So for that, to create a QR code, first I will come here to this template option. Maybe I'll write Facebook subscription QR, and I'll click on enter. Okay, so here you guys can see I do have this page, and what I'm going to do is I'll put this one here, and at this place maybe I'll just add an address. Okay, so suppose I will just add an email address. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'll select this whole thing from here, and now I will just write an email address. Suppose it's albert024 at gmail.com. Okay, so I do have this particular email address here, and I will also select a bright color. Okay, I'll select this, and I will also try to select a color here. And now here you can see I do have this, and I'll create another box here. Like I'll just directly put this one, or I'll put, instead of this one, I'll put a company one, like Adonai 2023 at gmail.com. Okay, so I will create another text box from here. I will create a text box, and from here I will write reach us in, and I'll select this particular layer now. Okay, so I will select this layer, and I will also decrease the size from here, and I'll click here, join our newsletter, reach us in Facebook. So from here, I'll come again and I'll type Facebook, and I will select from here. Okay, I'll take this particular icon and I will just zoom this one. Okay, and I will keep this one here. And now in this same place, I want to basically add my QR code as well. Okay. So once they click on the QR code, it will redirect it to my Facebook page or this particular Facebook page. So for that, first I will come here. Okay, I will come to this apps option, and from this app option, I will just move a little down, and here you can see this is a QR code option. So basically, I will just open this one, and from here, if I put any URL, so I will come to the Chrome, and from here you can see this is the company URL. So I'll copy this company URL and I'll come here to my Canva and I'll click here. I'll paste this one. And if I want to customize it, suppose I do want my background in red and I want my margin to be like this and the foreground or the QR in black. So I'll just generate my QR code so it doesn't look that great. Again, I'll come here, I'll delete this and I'll take this white color and I'll just generate a QR code. So here you guys can see now I do have a QR code which I can just place here. And if anyone come here and scan this QR code, they will be redirected to my page in Facebook. Okay, so this is the easiest way of how you can actually generate a QR code using a link in Canva. So hope to see you all in the next class where I'll be telling you guys a few of the shortcuts which you guys can basically use while using Canva. Okay, so hope to see you all in the next class. Till then, take care and goodbye, everyone. Hello, everyone, and welcome you all to the last chapter of the Canva tutorial. So now we are on our chapter number 12, and here I'll be telling you guys about few of the shortcuts which you can use in Canva. Okay, so shortcuts are basically used to save your time and to do that work efficiently. Okay, so I'll be telling you guys about few of the important shortcuts which you can use in Canva to get out your output quite easily. Okay, so let's not waste time and let's get started with this particular chapter. So as you can see here, I do have few of the keys here. Okay, and I have also wrote like what all features do we have. Okay, so here you can see the first will start with circle. If you want to create a circle, you just need to click on C from your keyboard. Okay, like if you want to click create a circle, you don't have to click on control or anything as such. Just click on C from your keyboard and a circle will be created like this. Okay, so here as you can see, I have created a circle. I'll delete that one. Okay, I will just click on this, or I will just keep this one here in one corner. Okay, and now if I want to create any kind of text box, okay, if you want to write any text, suppose I am right there in my elements, but here if I just come here in this particular frame and if I click on T on my keyboard, a text box will be created for me here. Okay, so here I do have a text box as well. Okay, so this is how you can basically create a text box from here. So I will keep this text box on top somewhere here. And now if you want to create a rectangle or if you want to create a square, okay, so if you just click on R from your keyboard, you can just click on R directly, you will get a square from here. Okay, so here you can see I do have a square, but here from the square you guys can actually make a rectangle out of this square as well. Okay, you just need to drag it this side or you need to just drag it this side. Okay, so this is how you can do that, or you can also change the width from here. So I do have the circle, the text panel, and also the rectangle. But here now we'll see if you want to create a line like this, then how you can do that. So from here, you just need to select a particular frame, and from that frame, you just need to click L from the keyboard. So here, as you guys can see, once I have clicked L from my keyboard, I have a particular line. So from here, basically, you can actually select the length weight. You can also change it. So here you guys can see if you want it like this or like this, you guys can also check out this line. Okay, so if you want your line to have rounded endpoints, you guys can select this one. And here you guys can see I do have rounded endpoints. Okay, so I will keep this one somewhere here. Okay, so I hope you guys have understood these four. So these are the most basic and most widely used shortcut keys in Canva, okay? So this is quite easy to remember and quite helpful while we are working on our design. So it basically saves our time. So now we'll move on to few of the advanced methods, okay? So here you can see if you click on Control plus Enter, you will have a new page here, okay? So basically with your mouse, if you click here on this particular page, add page option, here in this small icon box here, if you click on this one, you will be able to create a new page. But here, if I come and if I click on Control plus Enter, here you can see I do have a duplicate page here. Okay, so this is how you guys can create a new page. And suppose I do have an animations right around here. Okay, so let me take an animation from here. I will take this animation and this animation here as well. And I will select this particular animation right here. Okay, and now I want to just zoom 100%. In that case, what I can do is I need to click on Control plus 0 from my keyboard. Okay, so I can see this one properly. And if I do have to do any kind of designing here, so I can do the designing from here as well. Okay, and now just to go back, in that case, again, if I want to fit it to my timeline, in that case, I will click on Control plus Alt plus 0. Okay, so I'll click on Control, Alt and 0 from my keyboard, again back to my same frame size. Okay, and again, if I want to go back, okay, Control 0, I have zoomed in 100%. And if I want to fit it again, then Control Alt plus 0. Okay, so I hope you guys have understood this part as well. And now here, if you want to create a element, okay, or if you want to create a group, suppose I do have this particular logo here, and I will take another logo from here. Suppose I will take a text. Okay, so I'll just write text and I will just click on enter. So here you can see I do have this particular text. So I will delete this. And now what I want to do is I want to rotate this one. Okay, so I have rotated this one. And now I will just increase the size of this as well. Or I'll just decrease the size of this. So here I have rotated this one, and what I'll do is I'll keep it somewhere here. Okay. So now, suppose this one is dedicated for this only. I'll come again, select this one from here, come to this option here, and I'll place it somewhere here. Suppose this is a logo. And now if I want to change the positioning of this particular logo, in that case, what I can do, or what I basically need to do is I need to move this one separately and I need to move that one separately. But here, if I want to create both of this a group, first, what I'll do is I'll click on Shift from my keyboard. With my mouse, I'll select this, and also I'll select this one. Okay, so both of this I have selected. Now, as you can see, whenever I move around this one thing or one particular thing, both of these frames are being moved together. Okay, so again, if I select this one, and now again, I'll click on Shift. Here you can see I'll be able to move this one at once. So this is another shortcut. Okay. So again, I do have, if you want any kind of ruler or grid, as I've already told you, okay, how you can basically get it from this panel, how to get your ruler and your grid option. From here, if you go to file, view settings, from here, you guys can get this one. Okay. But if I want to do it in a shortcut method, so what I need to do is I need to click on Shift and R from my keyboard. So here you guys can see I do have my rulers here. Okay. And now if I want to duplicate anything from here, suppose I want to duplicate this particular layer. In that case, what I'm going to do is I will click on Alt, and with my mouse, I'll just drag this one here. So here you can see I have created a duplicate of this one. And if I want to create a duplicate of this as well, I have created a duplicate of this as well from here. Okay. So hope you guys are understanding this particular class here. Okay. So here you can see I can do duplicate using Alt and my mouse. And now if you want to zoom in and zoom out, for that what you need to do is you just need to click on Control and plus from your keyboard. So here you can see it will just gradually zoom in, okay, frame by frame, okay, by 25%. It will just zoom in each and every time. Or if I click on minus, it will zoom out each and every time. So this is how you can zoom in and zoom out from your keyboard. And from here, basically, you guys can zoom in, zoom out from using your mouse as well. Okay. So these were a few of the basic and important shortcut keys. And here I will end this total tutorial on Canva. So here we have learned each and every options which we do have in Canva. I've told you guys how you can design your own. Okay. So during this tutorial, if you guys face any issue while learning, you guys can always reach out to me and I'll always be there to help you out. Okay. So these were a few tips and tricks which you guys can use while using Canva. And I hope you all the best when you create your own design. And I'll always recommend you that you keep on practicing on a regular basis while you're working on any designing. The more you practice, the more knowledge you will gain on coloring or the designing, like how to create a particular shape and all of this stuff. The more you use, the more knowledge you'll gain. Okay. So hope to see you all in any other class. If I'm coming up with any other tutorial in the near future, then we'll see you all there in that particular class. Till then, take care and goodbye everyone and see you. Hello everyone. So now this is the time for our class project. So now we are on our class project number 2 and here you guys need to design a logo in Canva. So I've showed you guys the steps, what all you need to follow. So let's not waste time and let's see what all steps you need to follow to create a logo in Canva. So here you guys can see I do have my steps here. So the name of the class project is designing a logo in Canva. So you guys can also see the description and also check the outcome. And I'll directly go to my step. So the step number 1 is go to create new file option. And after that, go to the go and search logo on the panel and select that particular frame. And in step number 3, edit your text and graphing accordingly. What all graphic you're using, select those properly, and also the text select properly. And after that, go to the share option and download it in a PNG format. Okay, make sure that you download it in a PNG format and you choose the transparent background. Okay, and after that, save the PNG file into your system and upload it in our project panel. Okay, so I hope you guys will follow all these steps. And now I'll show you guys how to start on making a logo in Canva. So here you guys can see I'm at the home page of Canva. So from here, I'll click on create a design. And from here, I will be searching logo. So once I search logo, here you will see I do have a 500 into 500 pixel size page. So I'll select on this one. And here only basically I'll be creating my particular logo. So first up, what I'll do is I'll come to this text option. And now I will create a text box. Okay. So here in this text box, suppose I want to create a logo for a cafe. Okay. So I will write here cafe Reggie Mond. Okay. So I'll write cafe regiment and I'll select this particular text from here and I will change the text font from here. Okay. So basically I'll be choosing something quite nice. So I'll search here and I'll take the Libre Baskerville. So this one is basically used to write or make any kind of logo. And from here, now I will select this and I will increase the size a little bit from here. Okay. So I have selected this one and now I will change the color as well. So maybe I will take this ash color from here. And now what I can do is I'll go to the elements option and from my elements option, what I'll write is cafe. And I'll click on enter. And now here you can see I do have different type of graphic here. So what I'll do, I'll come here and maybe I will just drop down this particular logo from here. And maybe I will just put this one in one side. So here you guys can see I do have this one and I will just put this one in one side. So here I do have a logo, okay, which I have just created, and I will also do some modification here. Okay, so maybe I will put on a coffee here. Okay, so I will just decrease the size from here, and I will put this coffee mug somewhere here. Okay, so I think it looks quite good. And now what I'll do is I'll also add some design here. So in this case, what I can do is I'll come here, or I'll delete this one. Now let's search something else. Okay, so here if I want to add a line, I can add a line as well. So I'll bring this line somewhere here underneath this one, and I will extend the line till here, or I will just rotate this one. Okay, so I will just rotate this, and now this one is straight. I'll put it somewhere here. And what I can do is I can also change the uh, width, the line width. So this one is fine, and I will choose a different color. So what I'll do is I'll come here, and from here I'll select this, come to the light color option, and here you guys can see what all color has been used here. So this one looks quite good, or if I want to put up a different color, I can do that as well. Okay, so I can basically put this color. This also doesn't look that bad. Okay, so I will come here and I will just round these options from here. Okay, so this one looks quite better. And also I will add some of the other things from here. Okay, so again, I will come here in my elements. Okay, and I will view all these things here. Okay, so I'll come here and again, I'll search for a ribbon. Okay, so I'll search for ribbon from here, and here you guys can see I do have different type of ribbons here. So maybe I will select this particular ribbon, and I will decrease the size of this one, and I will put it somewhere here, or somewhere here is fine, but I will just replace it with this one. So I won't delete it, but I will just replace the positioning from here. Okay, so here as you can see I do have this logo. So here I am done with my logo. Now what you guys need to do is once you are done with your logo, you guys come to your share option, and from your share option you guys click on download. Okay, so you click on download and make sure to choose the transparent background and select the PNG format. So from here, click on download, and here it will be downloaded in your system. So I hope you all will send your work into our project panel, and I'll be eager to check down your work. So see you all in any other tutorial. Till then, take care and goodbye everyone. Hello everyone, and welcome you all to another chapter of the Canva tutorial. So now I will be showing you guys the second part of the Canva video editor. Okay, so in last class I have explained you guys till the effects of how you can put some effects. So here I'll be telling you how you can actually put some audios, do some coloring, do some graphicing, and also export, and also at the end you can get some updates. Okay, so I'll be learning, and I'll be also showing you guys at the same time of how this basically works. Okay, so let's see how we can actually explore all these options in our Canva video editing. So here, as you guys can see, I am again in the workspace, okay, the last workspace which I was using. Okay, so again, I will just bring this one in the starting. And what I can do is now I can basically select all of these layers as well at the same time. If I do want to, and I can also change the uh, placing of those if I don't use this button while moving. Okay, so I can also do these things as well. Okay, so here this is the preview of the video which I had just made using some of the transitions. And now the next thing is, let's see about the audios. Okay, so now for audios I need to come here in the elements option, and from the elements option what I can do is I can just go on this side or come back here. And from this option, I will just go on the right. And here you can see just I do have the audio option beside the shapes option. Okay, so I will click here. And here you guys can see I can basically check this songs out. Okay, so you can see what kind of music is this? What are the keywords associated to this audio? I can actually play this one as well from here. Okay, so it will just give me a preview of this one. And if I want to use this audio, I can basically use this audio down from here. Okay, so it's showing me till where I do want to use this audio. And now here you can see if I want to trim this down as well, I can trim this. Or if I just want to start it from the beginning, I can click here. Okay, so here as you can see, I do have this video option. So here I can actually extend the timing of this audio, or I can just decrease the timing of this audio, or I can just put this part out. And here, once I do have my playhead here, if I want to split the audio, suppose I want to split the audio here, and again come here, and also here I want to split the audio, I can split this audio as well. Now this particular thing I can come and delete from here. And now I will select this and I will bring this one till here. Okay, so here I will put this one, and yeah, now this one looks fine. Okay, so now I have again arranged this one. So now here you can see now there is no gap in between, but I can always trim this down or trim this up. So now this video have a particular audio as well. And let's see other options of this audio. Okay, from here, basically I can click on this volume option and I can actually adjust the volume. Okay, and from here, as I'm only doing some work here in this particular section, which I have just cut. So from here, I can actually uh, apply this to all the tracks and I can actually check the video. Okay, so I can do that. So there might be some problem in saving those out. Okay, sometimes it creates problem. It depends on your PC as well, which you're using. Okay, so here I will come to the audio again, and let's add audio here. Okay, or I can also search from here. If I click on audio, I can click enter, and here I need to come on the sides, and from here I can get all these audios. So here I do have these two audios at the same time. Okay, so now if I want to mute this particular audio, I can also mute this audio from here. But if I want to use the bit syncing option, I can also use that. So here you guys will also able to do so many things. Okay, so from here you can basically adjust this particular audio. So go to the audio effects, and also you guys can choose the fade in and fade out. Okay, so here you guys can do this one. Okay, and you guys can apply. So this particular thing is applied here, and you guys can also duplicate this particular track, or if you want to split audio, you guys can do that. And bit syncing is basically an AI feature which the Canva have here. Okay, so now here you can see I do have the audios on down. Okay, so I do have this here down. If I want to hide the page, I can hide this bar here. And if I want to view this one, I can click here. If I want to view any of this transition, I can view all this transition as well. Okay, so from here I can do that. And the next thing which we'll see here is about the color grading. Okay, so once you are done with all of this, you also have put some animation and also a few kind of effects here. Okay, so the next thing what we'll do is you'll try to color grade your profile. Okay, or you will color grade this page. So now I have selected this particular video here, and on top here you can see an option called the edit video option. So what I'll do is I'll come here, and here you can see I can use different effects which I have already showed, but here I will come in the adjust option, and from here I can basically check the color here. Okay, I can basically change the color down from here, decrease the brightness, and I can also increase the contrast, but I'll just increase the brightness a little bit from here and change the warmth. So I won't do much changes here. Okay, and now I will just put some shadows over there. And if I want to put some highlights, I'll do that. And in the color option, I also do have the vibrance, saturation, and also the X process. Okay, so here I can change the vibrance, the saturation, I can change a bit, and here I can check all of this and change this particular setting. So as I do have this setting here, okay, I can apply this. Okay, so this one is now applied, and now let's see how it basically looks. So now let's try to play this, and this is how it basically looks. And this is the original video which I do have here. Okay, so I do have this thing. So here, as you can hear that I do have two audios in the background being played. So basically, if I want to mute this particular audio, I can actually mute that. Okay, so I can basically mute that audios if I want to mute any, and I can also mute this one as well. Okay, so I can mute this one directly from here. So I can mute this thing, and now if I play, okay, so now I will just mute this one. I will keep this one here, and now I will play. So here you can hear only on one voice, okay, or one music. So this is how you can actually work on with the music. So now here, as I have also now color graded this one. Okay, so here you can see I did the color grading, which is this one. Now what I'll be doing is I'll be putting some graphics. Okay, so for that, what I can do is I will come here, and here I want to put some new pages. Okay, so here I want to add page, and here, as you can see, I have put down a page here. Okay, so I do have this color page, and in this color, what I'm going to do is now I'll be adding some graphics. Okay, so from elements, I'll come and I'll search for intros. Okay, so I will search intro from here, and under intro here, you guys can see I do have different photos and also few graphics. Okay, so from here, I can basically add all of this. Okay, so here in this particular section, suppose if I want to add this one, I can basically add this one. Okay, I can basically increase the size of this and select this, and also adjust the size again from here. And I will keep this one here in the perfect middle, and I can also play this one somewhat like this. Okay, so here if I select this, and here you guys can check this is the page, how I can actually change this. And I will just put this one back now again, and I will go back, and now I'll see. Okay, so it will kind of play like this. But here I want to zoom into this particular image, and I can also change the transition, or if I want to hide this particular page, I can also hide the page as well. Okay, so here I can basically hide. So here if I come, I can basically hide this page. Okay, so you guys can do that as I was putting some intro. So this is how you can basically put some kind of intros from here. And we can also put some end things. Okay, like in the end, we can basically put like some templates, end templates. Okay, so I can search here, and I can put here, and here you guys can see I do have different type of photos, different type of graphics. I can check few of the templates. Okay, so I can check all of this here. So I will go down here back again, and I will click on end templates. So here I can actually use all of these graphics from here. Okay, so maybe I can add this one in some other part. Okay, so I can come here, and maybe I want to create a new file here. So I have created a new file. So I have created this. From here, I will select this and delete this one. I'll select this and I will delete this one as well. So here I can actually put this, the end thing, okay? And I can also adjust this one. From here, I can basically change the color of this particular icon here, and I can put those colors as well. And I can also adjust the thing from here, and I can also give this one some animation as well. Okay, so if I want this one to fade in and fade out, I can do this for the whole thing. So this is how you guys can also put some graphic in your video. Okay, so hope you guys have understood how you can actually add the end and also some intros as well. Okay, so this is how you can put some animation here. Now let's see the last thing of how we can actually export our video. Okay, so once we are done, we're happy with the work which we have done. We can basically come here and actually see a total preview of how your video looks like. Okay, so now you're satisfied, you have done everything. Okay, so now you want to export this one. So for that, let's see what we need to do. So here, using that, you guys will do that. Now let's see export. Come to share option and you can click on download here and you can check the MP4 video option. And from here, you can select the quality as I do have a premium version or the Canva Pro. So I can actually use more, okay, more than this one. So I can actually click here and download. But let's see another option from here, okay? Suppose if I do come here, I will select this one and this particular audio I will select. So this audio I will kind of delete and this side as well. I will kind of delete this audio frame as well. Now, as I do have my audio panel opened here, so what I'll do is I will just put up an audio on top of my video here. Okay, so here you guys can see I do have my audio just on top of this one. And now here, once I select this audio, here you can see I do have the option for bit sync. Okay, so I can click here and now I can actually automatically sync down my videos from here. Okay, so here you can see everything sync to the bit. Okay, so I can basically hear the music from here. Okay, so here you can listen the sound and I can also increase the volume if I want to increase for the video and I can play this one again. Okay, so sometimes it might take some time, okay, to process those things out. So this is how you can actually export all these things from here. Or if you want to save the Canva file, you guys can come here and you can actually click on save from here. Okay, and you can click the save option, come here. Okay, go back now. Okay, I can actually go back and from here go to file and from file save to folder. I can create any folder and I can save this file here. That if I again log it back to this one, I can work with that. Okay, and here this is the option from where I can actually see 8-second preview of this one. Okay, on the whole frame, I can get a preview. Suppose if I keep on this one and now here I want to get a preview. Okay, I will just get that one, I guess. Okay, but I have selected this and now I will just I can also send it to my teacher. So I hope you guys have understood this particular class on the video editing. I hope you guys can now video edit in Canva and upload it in your social media or also use it for yourself. Okay, so you guys can now make different designs using Canva. So in next class, we'll learn how you can actually make some t-shirt design in Canva. So see you all in next class. Till then, take care and goodbye, everyone. Hello everyone and welcome you all to another chapter of the Canva tutorial. So now we are on our chapter number 15 and here I'll be showing you guys how to do the t-shirt design in Canva. So I'll be showing how you can actually start with different type of t-shirt design logos, okay? So how we can do that. And also I'll be showing you guys how we can do it using the fonts, okay? So we'll look at both the ways of how we can actually replace the icons and put our icons together, put effects, and also different kind of things into our design. Okay, so we'll see here in this particular chapter. So let's not waste time and let's get started. So here, as you guys can see, I'm here in the home page of Canva. Okay, so from here, I will come to this point where I will go to create a design. Okay, not the custom size, create a design. And from here, what I'll write is I'll just write t-shirt. Okay, so once I type on t-shirt, I will have these options here. Okay, so here you can see different type of sizes. So I'll click on one of that. So here, what you guys can basically do is, as you can see, different type of templates are here. So basically, I can bring those templates out here in my page. Okay. So here, as you can see, already I have all these t-shirt templates. So if I want to see all of this, I can actually view all of this. Suppose I do want this one, I can take this. Or here, if I do want this one, I can use this one as well. And from here, basically, I can actually change all of these writings down from here. Okay, all of these things. Suppose I can actually change that. Suppose instead of eyeglasses, I will write. So here, what I'll do is I will just replace the text from here. Suppose I want to put here the vibe. Okay, so I will just write here the vibe. Okay, and now what I can do is I can also select this one and also edit this as well. Okay, so here I can just make this one like this. Okay, I can create this one like this, and I can also change all of these icons from here. Okay, so suppose if I just want to delete this icon, I will select this one and I'll delete this, and here again I will select this one and I'll click on delete. Okay. And basically what I'll do here is I will just change the date. So here I will put 2005. Okay. So here I have put this 2005. And this one, what I'll do is I will just bring this one a little down. Okay. So I will just try to move this one down. Or if I want to add any kind of curves, I can basically put some curves as well. Okay. So here I will just put this one a little down. Okay. So here I have on the smart swatch, okay, so that I can see is it aligned or not. Okay, I can also change this particular thing, okay, this icon here. Okay, so I will select this one, and suppose I have selected this thing right here. I can basically delete this one, and now I can bring another image. Okay, so here now I will go to the elements option, and I want to put some graphics here. Okay, so I'll just write cat from here, and I'll click on enter. So here from the graphics, what I'll do is I will take some uh, images from here. Okay. So as I do have different kind of images down here, so I can take anything from here. Okay. So maybe if I want to create this kind of designs, I can take all of this and suppose I will put this one somewhere here in the between. Okay. So here as you can see, I have actually changed this one as well. And now I can actually move this one kind of on the top. Okay, so I can just move this one on top. Or if I just bring this one, okay, this animation, and I will just bring this uh, right down here, and this one I will bring somewhere here. So this is how it should basically look. And now what I'll do is, as I do have this layer right now here, okay, so I will just position this one and I will send it to back. Okay, so here now you guys will be able to see that I do have this image, and just back of this one I do have my text. Okay, so now here you guys can see I have actually made this one. Okay, I can also add different type of designs. If I again come to the all graphics, I will just click here. And now here you guys can see I do have this graphics as well. So basically I can just decrease the size, and here I will delete this one, and this one also I will delete. Okay, so I'll delete this one. I will only keep this, and I'll try to adjust it in the face. Okay, so here you guys can see I can just adjust this with my mouse. So here you guys can see now I have adjusted that particular spec as well. And now if I want to add some animation to all of this, I can also add some animation from here. Okay, so here under effects, okay, here you can see I do have the shadow, and in all these options here also you guys will be able to see that I do have different things. Okay, which is the direction, the transparency, the blur effect. Okay, I can add all of that. And if I am clicking on left, or if I do have the echo, I do have all these things as well. Suppose if I want to change the background color, I can change the background color to something white or this kind of color. Then I will be able to understand the shadow from here. Okay. So again, come to this particular thing over here. I'll just click this one and maybe come to this one. Okay, and now here you can see I do have this. Okay, so this is how I can actually write down all of this, or I was showing you guys the effects. Okay, I'll select this one. Suppose go to the effects option, and here you can see I do have this particular elements from here, and I can add all these kind of effects. Okay, so if I just come here again to the animation part, here you can see I do have different animation. Okay, so I'll just go for the page animation here. So here you guys can see, but as this one is a page design, I don't need to use all of this animation, but I can just position all of this and actually do the setting from here. Okay, I can actually edit the image. So if I want to edit image, I can also edit image. So here you can see I can actually slice this one, or if I want to put any kind of liquify option, I can put this liquefying option as well. So I'll just put none. This one looks good. Or here I can just distort and all of this thing as well. So I'll just put the none because this one looks better. So this is one way of how you guys can basically do this animation from here. Or if I select the text from here, I can also come here to this, go to effects, and from here you guys can actually change the curve. Okay, so here if I want to curve this one a little bit more, I can do that. And after that, I'll come here, maybe bring this one somewhere here, select this, keep this one here in the center. Now bring this one and put this one. Okay, so this is how we can actually make a compact design. And also we can put some other designs as well. Okay, so we'll try to look all that as well from here. Okay, so if I come to this circle option, and here you guys can see I do have different kind of circles. So here I can just increase this one, the size of this graffiti, and I can basically fit this one here. Okay, as I have selected this one, and now I will just increase the size of my graffiti. Okay, so this is how you guys can actually make a design for your t-shirt. So this is how it might look. So you guys can do this one as well. Okay, and this is one way of how you can make a t-shirt design. So now from here, what I'll do is I will save this image, okay? And make sure that you save this image in a PNG format, okay? So here I will save this in a PNG format and I will just increase the size, okay? Maybe I will just take somewhere 550, something as such, and I'll make sure that I do have a transparent background. And for that, I do have my Pro and I can download it. And here you can see my PNG file is getting downloaded, okay? And from here, I can actually copy this one. So I have copied this link as well. Like suppose later, if I want to use this same thing, then I can come here and I can save this design. Okay, so it's asking me where do I want to save this. So I'll go to the Canva resource file and I will name this one as t-shirt design 1. Okay, so I will click on save. So I have saved this one and this one is completed. Now let's go and view this from here. Okay, so here you guys can see I do have the t-shirt design. Okay, so I do have a transparent background. So this is basically the t-shirt design. So now let's come back here again. Okay, now again I'm in my Canva application and I want to add another page. Okay, and I'll show you guys a different way of how to do that. And I'll just make this one as white color. So I'll put this one as white color. And now here I will make some other t-shirt design using the text or the fonts. Okay. In my Canva using fonts, I'll be creating some t-shirt design. So I'll go to the text and fonts option. And here you can see I do have different font combinations, which I can actually use in my t-shirt as well. Okay. So I'll be making a logo from here. So here I'll be doing it from the scratch. Okay. So I'll go and take the text option from here. And in text option, I also do have the font combinations. Okay, so here you can see I do have different type of this fonts. Okay, so which I can basically select. Suppose I want to take this one, and now I have put this one somewhere here. Okay, so I can actually I'll just keep this particular design, and I will just move this one on top, and I will delete this. Okay, I will just delete this particular box from here. Okay, so I will just delete this one and I'll clip this one somewhere here. And now as I do have only this text, what I'll do is I'll just decrease the size of this particular text from here. Okay, so I'll just move this one here. And now what I can do is I can actually download some image. Okay, so for downloading image, I can go to the elements option And from here, I can actually search for photos. Okay, so I can search for photos and I can click on enter. And here you can see under photos, I do have different kinds. Okay, so basically here I can select which kind of photo do I want for my uh, t-shirt. Okay, so maybe I'll take this one and I'll just drop this one somewhere here. And I'll keep this one on top of this. And now it will kind of look like this. So this is the t-shirt design which I have made. And again, I'll come to this text option and I'll also use few of these things. Okay, so here I have selected this one and I will keep this one somewhere here. Okay, so this top one I will just delete. Okay, so I will select this layer and I will just delete this whole thing down. So I will just delete this one or delete this whole frame. So here, as I do have different fonts here, okay? So for that, what I'm going to do is I will just select both of these fonts here, okay? So for that, I will come here, select this, and I'll click on ungroup, okay? So here, as you can see, now I do have two text fonts. So now I can change all this individually. So if I just want to delete this, I can delete this one as well. And if I want to get this one back, I can get this one back as well. Okay, suppose if I want to maintain this size from here, I can do that. Or if I just want to change the color of this text here, so I can come here to this text color option. And from here, maybe I'll take a black color here. So I can also put some rotation. Okay, so I can just put some rotation here. I will select this. And now from this sides, I can basically put some rotation, or I can actually come somewhere here and I can put some rotation here as well. Okay, select this one right around here. And now I will just put this one here. And this one kind of looks good. And I will just write here beach, please. Okay. And I'll now move this one again somewhere down. Okay, so I'll just put this one here, and this one I will maintain, and I'll put this one here. So this is one of the design which I do have created. And now I have bought this one in the first page. So this is how my t-shirt design looks. And if I want to do anything here, I can also change the color from here as well. Okay. So here you can see different type of colors. So I can choose some colors from here as well. Okay. I can choose these colors and I can put this one here as well. So here, maybe if I take a yellow color, I can see this backside color is kind of yellow. So here, this one looks quite good. So I have used these fonts as well and also the image here. And if I want to put any kind of graffiti or graphics, I can put all these graphics here as well. Okay. So suppose I want to take this graphics here. Okay, so I will put this graphics somewhere here. I'll select this, I'll delete this one, and I'll keep this one somewhere here in the middle. Okay, so I will align it properly. And here I am done with my t-shirt design, okay, which I just made it from scratch. So this is how you guys can basically create. And now what I'll do is I'll come here and I'll save this one. Go to downloads, download the PNG file, increase the size from here. Now I will take this one as 5500 and I will click on transparent background and I will just download now. So you can see this one is also getting downloaded. Okay. And once it's getting downloaded, what I'll do is I'll come here and from here, I'll go to the design option and from design option, I will search for t-shirt templates. Okay. So I will search t-shirt and I will click here. Okay. So here you can see I do have different templates which I can basically use as you guys already can see. Otherwise, go to the elements and from elements, search t-shirt. Okay. So I will just save this one here in my resource file. Okay. So here I do have my Canva resource file. I'll just save a name. So I'll name this one as beach please and I'll save this file. Okay. So I will just save this PNG file and I'll click on save here, and this one is also being saved properly. Now I'll write here t-shirt, okay, and I'll click on enter. So here you can see I do have different graphics, okay. So here, as you can see, I do have my white t-shirt. So I'll bring this one, and now as I do have this t-shirt, what I can do is I can actually change the size of these graphics. So suppose I do have this one here, or let me take another page. I will select this, I'll delete this one, come here and I'll add another page. And from here, I'll take this t-shirt, and maybe I'll just increase the size of this t-shirt here. And now I'll put that particular design and show you guys how this one actually looks. Okay. So again, come to the uploads option, and from here you go to upload files, and here you guys will be able to see your t-shirt design. Okay, so here I do have my t-shirt design, and I will open it from here. And now what I can do is here you can see I can put this design here in my t-shirt, and how my t-shirt basically looks with the particular design. So here we can actually put this one like this. Or here, if I want to upload another file, which I have just created, again, I'll go to the resource file. Okay, so I'll go to the Canva resource file from here, and I will try to search this one as well. For that, add another page, and I'll add another page from here, go to elements, and now I will take a black t-shirt, and I'll also increase or increase the length of the t-shirt, and I'll just put this one somewhere here in the middle. Now I'll put my design, which I have just created here. So now if I select all of this, and if I click on Control C, so that same file, I can come here and I can click on Control Paste. Okay, so I can just paste this one. And now again, I will just group this one, and I can decrease the size of all of this. Okay, so here I will just move this one, or I will just deselect this, select this particular layers. Okay, so here I will just select this layer, and I will just decrease the size. Okay, and maybe only if I want to decrease the size of these logos, in that case, I need to deselect all of that and only select this logo here. Okay, so I can select this logo. I will just decrease the size. Maybe from here only, I will just decrease the size. Okay, so if I just decrease the size to this one, and now delete all of this. Okay, I will just delete this one as well, this as well. I will delete. Okay, so here I will delete this one, delete, and this also I'll delete. And now bring this particular design, Control C, or I'll just group this one first. Okay, so I'll group this one, and after grouping this one, I will do Control C, and now I will paste this one here. Okay, so I will paste this one. Now here you can see I do have this particular group. Okay, so this one is in group, and I can basically put this logo here in my image. Okay, so I'll just keep the t-shirt size down, and I will put this one somewhere here, and I'll put the logo here in the between. So here you guys can see how your logo will look inside a t-shirt, and you can actually save this one, and you can actually use it afterwards to show if you want to make this kind of design. So this is what you guys can send it to your client. So hope you guys have understood. So guys, keep on practicing Canva, that you can create some stunning design using this one. Okay, so here I will again save this file, download, and I'll just compress. I want transparent background, or I'll just download this one as an image. So I will just download this one as an image. Instead of PNG, I will make a JPEG file. Okay, so I will download this, and this one is also getting downloaded. Meanwhile, I will show you guys, these are the designs. If I want to use it for any other purpose, I can use it for any other purpose as well. Okay, so here it will be downloaded, and here it's asking me where do I want to save this. So I want to save this in my this file only, but as a name of t-shirt. Okay, so I'll click on t-shirt, and I will save it. Okay, so come here to this file again and go back, and I will extract this file from here. So I'll just extract the file, And after extracting, here you can see I do have my t-shirt designs as well as a JPEG format and also this one. So hope you guys have understood and keep on practicing, guys, that you can master this one. Take care and goodbye, everyone.